Kicking like
1, 2,
Dolomite.
3,
Last one
4,
got copyright. I'm kicking like
5
Dolomite.
just to be sure.
Hey, one time,
Last
you
one
ready?
got
Copyright.
Yeah.
Last one got
Okay.
copyright. Hey.
You know what time it is. Every time I rhyme, it's just a sign that I'm about to kill. Yeah, it's time for weapon wheel. We got the skill, we got the gains. Don't make me grab it still. I put a hole in one like Abby did to Joe. Yeah, when it comes to aiming, I don't miss like Master Chief. I'll grab the piece and give your ass a halo just for talking sweet. When it comes to gaming, yeah, you know our team's elite. Check the leaderboards, we run the game. You should pick up your feet. You can't lose them too smooth, just going to admit defeat. And ain't no capping around here, cause like Bond, I keep receipts. The most dangerous, better than these other guys. Try to come for us, what's like between your eyes like Jen Sakai. That's no lie, no prank. I grab the ratchet, no clank, and get my jiggy mask to show you how Jack Move got his name. Yeah.
Weapon Wheel Podcast.
Look. King of the castle like Cooper, captain of the ship. My name ain't Blandry, but don't make me have to hit the switch. We'll dump you overboard, then watch the views. I ain't talking Twitch. Hey yo, Alex, go ahead. Talk to him real quick.
Oh, the Dolomite is my name, and thick enough is my game. Dolomite, you heard her.
Claim it, a strike to claim it.
Say yo, still putting wheels on the pavement. My game so tight, it's like Jordan 1 lays it. We stay in these gaming streets, ain't no way to be dormant. Ay, a Drake will leave your body uncharted like Lost Fortune. Coco Long Sing was cute, ay, and yeah, it served its purpose. But I'm trying to give a detailed description of what a hearse is. I say we flip the switch on these against before it get bland. I see a lot of pods jacking the format like Dapper Dan. You hitting the dislike button? You still a fan? Talk slick in the comments and like Dutch, I got a plan. We don't do the sneak diss and that's that stuff that get you banned. Last time we told your I was squad up, you turned telling gotta go. It's like I play with the sliders up. You just got 30, again turn me, the time is up. Since 2015, we been kicking game knowledge up. Dust your boots and join the crew if you wild enough.
Developers.
Dolomite, you heard her.
40 clips, kicking like Dolomite. Hey, 40 clips. Aimed at your fit beam, shotties, so much ammo, it don't make sense. Trying to compete is a sacrifice, die again in your afterlife. I'm taking a road trip, anytime you get on a fight. Guns and body counts, that's all that I tend to like. Any other podcast, a copy, a look-alike. Hey, and what they say? Hey, what I say? Hey, I put them in the dirt, tussle get hurt, no face, no case, smashed up like a jiggy merch shirt. Sliding in that vet, I'm gonna get back, time to pay that debt. It's time for weapon wheel.
Wonder.
What weapon wheel? We keeping it true, we keeping it real. What weapon wheel? They watch our moves, they copying still. What weapon wheel? We keeping it true, don't care about your feels. What weapon wheel? They watch our moves, they copying still. Weapon wheel, watch how I show you my weapon wheel. Weapon wheel, watch how I show you my weapon wheel. What weapon wheel? We keeping it true, we keeping it real. What weapon wheel? They watch our moves, they copying still. BG, Black Bond, Jack Move, Kids Move, Blandrew, Alex too. Damn man, that's a heavy crew. Other pods, they don't know what to do. They watching, they copy our every move. And they still fly like the Wii U. Jack Move voice, we saying you. Hop off the roof. Long range, no scope, yeah, I'ma shoot. Looking wanna play games, no David Blaine, but I'll make a nigga go poof. Oh, this not a game. Gang talk, looking at what you know about the slang. Hop out the range. All black master, don't step out your lane. Every week it's us on your screen. Every weekend we entertain. It's not a thing that gets in between me and my team, me and my gang. When I'm on the beat, you already know. Straight to the top, yeah, we about to blow. BG my dog, he told me let's go. Sit back, relax, it's time for the show. What weapon wheel? We keeping it true, we keeping it real. What weapon wheel? They watch our moves, they copying still. What weapon wheel? We keeping it true, don't care about your feels. What weapon wheel? They watch our moves, they copying still. Weapon wheel, watch how I show you my weapon wheel. Weapon wheel, watch how I show you my weapon wheel. What weapon wheel? We keeping it true, we keeping it real. What weapon wheel? They watch our moves, they copying still.
We got the guns on deck, no foul car, but you know I came with a tech. Yeah, since 2015, been stepping on the scene, putting foots on nets. Yeah, set 'em up, super soaker, pump action, wet 'em up, shooting out the. Yeah, we catching up. We got the games, y'all are bark. Drive by midnight after dark. Gaming knowledge, fortitude. Top 2 and not the 2. Weapon wheel. Get the cash and grab the steel. Weapon wheel. Out the window.
weapon well, we keeping it true, we keeping it real. What weapon well, they watch our moves, they copying still. What weapon well, we keeping it true, don't care about your feels. What weapon well, they watch our moves, they copying still. Weapon well, watch how I show you my weapon well. Weapon well, watch how I show you my weapon well. What weapon well, we keeping it true, we keeping it real. What weapon well, they watch our moves, they copying still.
Welcome to the Quiet Storm with Broken Games HDR, Jack Move, and Blandrew. We will be your entertainment for the next 2 hours. What up, y'all?
Why you put that sexy voice on, bro? What you doing, bro?
Oh shit, I don't hear nobody. Wait.
Are we live? Are we live?
Hold on.
Can't hear me?
Yeah, y'all talking, but I can't hear y'all. It's definitely me. Let's see. Go into the settings. Say something?
Yo.
All right, I hear y'all now. What's up, man? How y'all feeling? How y'all doing?
Tired, bro.
Every week.
Tired of the Sixers losing.
Mm.
This man BG roots for every Philly team but the Sixers. How's that happen, Jack?
I don't know. That's crazy. I did see that. He did say that in the DM.
I've only been an Eagles fan. Yeah, that's where my Philly support stops. I'm sorry.
So what basketball team you root for?
I am a New York fan.
What that mean?
I will admit that because
were you rooting for Brooklyn when they had the Three Stooges?
No, I thought it was cool to see, but no, I wasn't like rooting for them. I supported J-Main because he supported them. You know, as somebody's from Brooklyn, I supported J-Main, but I didn't support them directly.
Oh, yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Brooklyn, right? So you ain't fuck with the Nets. Are you from Brooklyn?
Because they're not really a Brooklyn team. They came from Jersey.
I mean, they were New Jersey at first.
2000 and I want to say around. No, it was after 10. I don't remember when they came. But you know, they was a Jersey team, so I don't. It's
so you're a Knicks fan.
Yeah, pretty much. But I don't. You know, I'm one of those, bro. I don't watch every game. I mainly catch the highlights. I mainly, watch the highlights, but because I care more about.
I never heard you say nothing about. I really don't ever hear you talk about basketball like that.
Because, bro, you know what it is? I don't know. It's hard for me to watch regular season basketball games. Once the playoffs comes, I be excited. But regular season, I don't know. I just don't be caring as much. I don't know why. We're Jazzy. We need a fifth person so I can turn on the cameras, or Smooth, or or Alex to jump in here, but need one person.
I think Alex might be doing something at work.
Okay.
I don't know. He might show up.
Can someone summon Jazzy? Because I can't switch screens.
Where's Smooth? Don't
know. Probably late. Another wonderful week of just top tier, amazing gaming discourse, man.
Facts.
Love it. I love
awesome.
That. Love that none of it ever really has to do with games itself. The integrity and the quality of games.
Sony doing everything they can to fuck up having a multiplayer game. They're like, we're not the multiplayer system. Our multiplayer game is doing well. We didn't expect this. We got destroyed.
Yeah, I mean, we'll get to it. It's I see two sides of the coin with that situation. I don't think either side is right or wrong. It's complex. It's nuanced.
The side that can't play the game anymore is right.
No.
Yeah, you know what the funny thing is? Somebody like you, who got to level 50, unlocked everything, can refund that game right now and get your money.
I saw that they're giving some refunds. Saw that. Interesting.
Yep, you want a refund, go get it.
Yeah. But yeah, this week was another one. I mean, it was better than the week before and what we were talking about then. But even that week was fucking horrible and shit that gamers seem to be preoccupied about and can't get off. It's like, really, bro?
Yeah, it's pretty dry.
Yeah.
Jack, you here?
Yeah, what's up?
Is this I haven't been keeping up with it, but is this Helldivers situation like when people were telling you to shut up about Xbox Live coming to PlayStation?
Not exactly. I mean, you know, I wouldn't say exactly, but it's an interesting situation. I'm kind of like BG. I feel like it's a little nuanced. You know what I mean? But a lot of fuckery going on, Blandrew. I can say that.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to turn on the cameras. I need somebody to jump in. Let me see who's in the Discord. One of these dudes make themselves fucking useful.
They always around. Why they ain't jumping in today?
Blandrew can turn on his camera.
Well, no, I need 5 people so it could fit the screen, right?
I don't think Smooth's coming on today because I checked out my Steam. I had 3 new games in my wish list.
Uh-oh.
Smooth has almost completed my entire PC Steam wish list. This is getting crazy.
You need to stop using that man like that, man.
And also, anybody else, Alex, Bland, anybody else come out trying to fuck with my money, you're getting banned. Shit is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, Tarek or Jazzy, one of y'all jump in, bro. I just need a placeholder.
Tarek will come in when they start talk about Final Fantasy 7 sales.
Jesus, just need a placeholder around here. Because I still haven't made that template for 4 people yet. I'm gonna get on that eventually, but you know, I've been lazy.
You lazy? I had no idea.
Yeah, I know.
Oh yeah, what I got Judgment, Lost Judgment, and Like a Dragon Ishin. Eating good this month, dog.
A good haul.
He might not be on after that bet last week. I mean, shit.
Smooth might.
I kind of hope he wins one of them.
Smooth might abandon the podcast and move to another country to like avoid your bets one day, like just avoid paying.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, he needs to win one bet because if he gets clean swept, then he's off YouTube. Can't have that.
Mm-hmm. All right. This is Weapon Wheel Podcast, episode 405. We are on iTunes, whatever Google has now, Google Play, because I think they shut down Google Podcasts. Spotify. If you want to support the podcast, patreon.com/Weapon Wheel Podcast. Link is in the description. You can become a member, a YouTube member, by hitting the join button. And you could just generally support the podcast by hitting the like button, of course. Some of the Patreon perks after dark. Of course, tonight, we're probably going to talk about some sports, but we're going to talk about that beef, of course. Pause. You know, that Kendrick beef. And Drake. Light-skinned man's is down bad again.
Yeah, this hasn't been a good week for me. Shit.
Yeah.
I don't want people saying, hey, you look like Drake. Like, nah, I'm good.
Oh, you don't want that no more, huh?
No, sir, Bob.
Yeah, dark skins is back up. You heard it here. What side you align with, Jack? Because see, you be acting light skinned, but you're not really in that club. You know that.
Hey man, light skinned people don't claim me, man. I don't know, bro.
So what are you like? Because you ain't dark enough to be one of the dark.
I'm not dark skinned. Like I feel like I'm closer to being. I don't know, man.
He's caramel.
They don't fuck with me, bro. Don't nobody fuck with me.
You call that man caramel?
Thank you,
caramel.
He's just a normie black person.
Normie black. See, don't nobody claim me, y'all. See this?
He's default setting.
Shit is crazy.
Just to create a player, the basic shit.
Yeah, you
Oh,
see it.
man.
Yeah, you
Not
see it.
not too dark, not too light. He was in the oven just right.
Okay.
Golden brown. Yes, sir.
All right, man.
You're a template Negro, Jack.
Little Simpsons, you know, little yellow, little Simpsons.
Oh man, this shit is crazy, yo.
All right. Where I was at. Oh yeah, you know, I don't know. Honestly, there's been a lot of like podcasts, like shutting down or going on hiatus lately. Kind of funny. Well, they're just consolidating all their shows. They're getting rid of their platform specific shows. Game on Daily. Game on Daily with Gaz and Asa, they're going on a hiatus for one of their whatever their reasons are. What they're one of my favorite shows. Last year, because
You get mad when you have them on here, BG. I don't
Yeah.
get it. I don't see what the
It's because he eats like Xbox. That's all.
Oh yeah.
If he was a PlayStation fan, they'd love him. You know
But
how
it's
they go.
funny because they're specific, very specific. It's like they treat Xbox fans like how certain white people treat black people. Like, oh, you're one of the good blacks. Like, that's literally how you're one of the good Xbox fans. The rest of them they don't like. You're not one of the good ones. Like
Gas sounds like a cartoon villain to me, but I cannot think of which one it is. He sounds just like him too. That's the funny part.
Yeah. But I told y'all, the more y'all don't like somebody and the more y'all tell me not to bring them on, I'm gonna want to bring them on. So in actuality, if you don't want me to bring on somebody, tell me you like them. You got a better chance. You got a better chance of of making it work out that way for yourself.
I hate hard days. Bring him on.
The early days of Kid Smooth.
Who said that?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, see, Blend, you remember that, right? Remember those days?
Yeah, me too, to an extent. But yeah,
they still don't like Kid Smooth.
Nah, they love them. But the early days, see, this is how like people switch up. People love Smooth now, but remember the early days of Weapon Wheel, they hated him. They hated him. Y'all switch up a lot. Y'all be fickle, man.
I think people had to not take him seriously, and then when you stopped taking Smooth seriously, he became a lot better.
It's like the class clown.
Wow.
I take Smooth very seriously. I take him at his word. I believe everything he says.
I mean, I take him seriously.
Oh, we know you do.
To the bank.
Yeah, I don't know when there's going to be another Planet Xbox episode. They had something to talk about this week, which was Starfield update, but that was really it.
Oh my god, bro.
And yes, so if you want to submit some Weapon Wheel trivia questions and gaming questions, that we answer during the show, that's all on the Patreon tiers. If you want to submit some gameplay video for the podcast to be used, link is in the description for that. You can just drag and drop any gameplay into a folder, and most likely I'll use it. I appreciate any gameplay. Okay, so we're here, Weapon Wheel Podcast. That's Bond. That's Blandrew. That's Jack. I'm BG. Tarek is here as a placeholder, but of course he's free to talk. Don't know where Smooth or Alex is right now. But
yeah, this is 2 weeks in a row for Blandrew. Okay, one more. That's a streak.
Oh,
what's going on with that job? You leaving us or not?
So I head out of town on the 21st, and then I'll be out for like 6 weeks.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
I still want my $14.
14. Yeah, I'm heading out of town, so we'll see what happens.
Blandrew's like, DG's like, aren't you gonna congratulate him? Like, yeah, when I get my $14.
Yeah, you'll never see it.
You're training for 6 weeks?
Yeah, like I thought it was only gonna be like 3 days, but they're like, no, you're going to Seattle for a weekend, then you're going to Illinois for 4 weeks, and then you'll be in San Francisco. I'm like, man,
this sounds like a concentration camp setup. I don't know.
It's a real big boy job, huh?
I've heard this story before in the history books.
There's no AC in Seattle, is there?
I don't know. There should be. I've never been down there, but yeah, I hate traveling too. So hopping from 3 states in the matter of a month and a half is going to be annoying.
I like traveling. I know what you're talking about.
You gotta take mad clothes too, like 6 weeks along.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, well, how much? Like 4 briefcases or?
All right, just have your location on in case anybody need to find you, brother.
Yep.
Yeah.
I got friends in Seattle.
Yeah.
There you go, Blandrew.
Could you imagine Blandrew being trafficked? That would be crazy.
Who's out there in Illinois outside of Rystar?
Hey, we got a couple of homies in Chicago, man. Jigga live out there, man.
Yeah, Salam is out there.
Jigga, Henry, King Henry.
You don't want to go out to Chicago and Illinois.
I heard
Who else live out there?
I heard it has some great spots. It's not.
It does.
The reputation.
You have a bulletproof vest?
Just don't go out there talking about don't fold them grave and all that. You'll be all right, bro.
Stop the stereotypes, man.
Don't go out there talking that hot shit. You'll be all right, brother.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like, I want to bring my Switch, but I don't trust airlines enough to do something like that.
What?
You know, it's a
No.
delay when you bring your games, so they make you take them out and put them on the little thing and all that.
Yeah, I'll probably bring a Steam Deck and like a 3DS.
Oh, but
I'm
wait,
not-
Bledger, who's trying to steal this?
Stop! Everybody, stop! You got a Steam Deck?
I got it for I got a gift. Got it as a gift this Christmas.
What happened to I don't support non-physical media?
I don't. I got it as a gift, and everybody. A friend of mine bought me the Trails in the Skies games.
Which is even funnier because you said you weren't going to play those games until they came to the Switch.
I said it's more appealing to me as being on the Steam Deck.
I just need some consistency.
But anyway, nobody's trying to steal a Switch, and nobody's stealing a Switch in 2024. I don't think you got to worry about that. Come
what are you
on,
talking about?
man.
They would take that. It's still worth $300. That shit hasn't had one price drop yet.
People will steal the stank off your ass. You give them a chance, BG. I don't know
That's
what you talking
crazy. A Switch in 2024. Maybe if it was the OLED, if I could it's the OLED version. I ain't stealing no regular ass Switch. Come on, man.
And they got like some download games on there too. No, I'm not risking.
People will break in your car for loose change, my nigga. They definitely stealing the Switch.
Hey, man, that's crazy. All right, where are we starting? Let me see. What do I got? Nintendo takes down more. There's been mad clones of the Switch emulator Yuzu since Nintendo got it shut down and bankrupted that whole company behind it pretty much. Nintendo has taken down 9,000 clones of the Switch emulator Yuzu with a single DMCA notice. Love to hear it.
Is that the real number? 9,000?
Yeah, that's
over 9,000.
Hey, Nintendo out there putting in work, baby. Yes, sir.
That's the number I got. Hey, man.
Well,
I always appreciate just seeing reports about Nintendo absolutely just destroying the piracy boys. The Bless Reds of the world. Just all these people who think they have some arbitrary random right to just steal shit,
When are these people going to learn you don't fuck with Nintendo?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know, man. Like, I think the more Nintendo does it, like, the more they feel like they want to try their luck. And like, oh, I can be the one to like get past them. I could be the one, to just beat Nintendo's lawyers and their ninjas, I guess. I don't know. It's a weird fetish they have with being bankrupt and going to jail, and I don't know. It's they're sadists or some shit like that. They like punishment.
Fetish.
Yeah, they like punishment. I don't know.
Well, from my understanding, Nintendo has no legal footing, and I don't know where they're getting off filing these DMCA claims, good brother. They don't.
Yeah.
I need these Twitter lawyers to get out there and do their job, man. Y'all bugging.
Yeah. I love Bless Red to death, but I can't wait to see that nigga in prison. I can't wait. My nigga. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie to you. I can't wait to see that nigga in prison. And it's like
you're gonna enjoy that prison time.
And going to jail for something like that is you can't tell your celly that's what you in here for either. Bless. So you got to come up with something else.
They're gonna be like, I'm in here for assault. I shot at cops. What you in here for, man? I stole Yoshi's Island, my nigga. Like, it's not gonna hit the same. They might be on your ass after that. It's not gonna hit.
Could you imagine that nigga walking in the circles in his fucking cell, thinking about that shit,
pacing back and forth?
Nigga, we're just reminiscing in his head. Oh, all those games I stole. Why?
Yeah, what's up?
I forgot my headset. That's what he's about to say.
Yeah, they might come after Hip Hop Gamer.
They might turn the nigga to Kirby in there too. Never mind. You don't hear that boy.
Hey. Something pink that swallows everything.
Hey, that joint crazy.
Oh man. Oh, you like to steal shit, huh? Come here, nigga.
Bless mouth. Balls, nigga.
Let me steal on you.
Bless mouth. That's what they gonna call him. Oh my god. That's a whole rebrand right there, man. Jeez.
Fire. Crayon eater? I'm like, oh, I heard you a eater, huh?
Oh my god. Blessed eater?
Oh man. Quest for booty? Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, it's gonna
get
be
a lot of backlog
man.
action in there, huh? That's crazy.
The backlog. Oh nah.
That's how you really gonna be gaming in that motherfucker. That's crazy, bro.
Oh man. Yeah, they're gonna be hitting all the back buttons.
Come on, bro. They're gonna be on those bumpers. That's good.
Y'all crazy.
Backlog.
Y'all is so crazy, man.
Y'all are sick, man. That's
Y'all
insane,
nasty,
bro.
man. Yeah, they gonna hit his button at the right time. A quick time event.
Come on, bro. They say they gonna do a QT on that man and okay, bro.
Hit all the quick time events.
That's definitely going to be a quick encounter. Oh, we just completed the major order. Further calamity has been averted thanks to the swift and disciplined response of the Helldivers to deactivate the remaining terminated control system nodes.
They ain't been on Twitter.
With further termicide disbursement. I feel like Blandry should read this because when he reads it, he gets all into shit.
Sheesh.
Well, yeah. Shout out to Nintendo. Let's see what else we got. PlayStation is introducing multiplayer invites via shareable link. So you could simply generate a link and send it to your friends and post it on social media to instantly invite people to your multiplayer session for games.
Hold on. So I didn't hear anything about this. So you can share a link to multiplayer through Twitter, but you can't share the multiplayer gameplay footage directly to Twitter. Is that what I'm... They need to bring back... share, what's that shit? Yeah, PS5 share, bro. They need to bring that back, bro. The way they do it now, man, having to go through the cell phone and all that shit is trash, dog. I don't give a fuck about that shit they talking about.
Yeah, yeah, I guess this would be a cool feature for when you got like one of those games like one of those
Among Us, shit like that.
Yeah,
Fall
when you
Guys.
just need a shit ton of players to join you and you just put it out there. Yeah, I guess
You can already do that on Discord. Yeah, they already got an option like that on Discord. But
yeah,
I mean, it's a cool feature, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh God, Jack, they got a planet called Peacock.
No, the cock. You hopping on that? What we doing?
Nah, it's already liberated.
I bet it is. Yes, sir.
Housemarque. They I believe the word for this is, besides bait and switched, I think the word is honey dick or something like that. What is it?
What?
Nigga, what?
There's a term for this. When you give somebody something and you bait them and then you switch it out on them. It's just like honey.
You could have said bait and switch and it would have sufficed. I think most people know what that means. You
But
didn't
there's
have
another
to.
term.
And you said you think it's honey dick,
technically,
correct?
Technically, it's not a bait and switch though. It's more like
That announcement.
Yeah,
I'm calling it a bait and switch because
An announcement and an overreaction, is that what they called it? Smooth?
because okay, so they freaking they teased something, right? And it looked like something regarding Returnal. And I doubted it was a game because they wouldn't probably announce a game or tease a game via Twitter. That would probably be saved for an actual showcase whenever or if ever that happens. So I'm like, nah, this can't be a game. Maybe it's lots of people thought it might have been a VR game, some type of DLC. Ended up being a Dark Horse comic.
Awesome.
Yeah, man.
Which is cool, fine. I'm not gonna read it. I don't care. But don't tease that on Twitter. I get it. Like, regardless of what it is, if it's something that you're investing in, you want to promote it just as much as anything else you make or you're involved in. But for gamers follow you on Twitter for games. We don't care about all that other shit, bro.
I mean, but I can't really agree with that though, BG, because if that was a TV show, a movie, a pod, niggas would have acted hype for it. What happened was everybody assumed it was some type of game content, and when it wasn't, y'all got mad. I can't blame them for that. I can't blame them for promoting something they worked on, man. And I could agree with you if niggas don't be twerking for accessories and all this other dumbass shit they be having coming out. So I don't see what the difference. You get hyped for everything else. Go read that comic book, my nigga. What's the issue? And on top of that, Returnal's not a games as a service. I doubt they would do a sequel that quick. And they've already had 2 post content launches. They did the co-op mode that wasn't in the game at launch. They did the Tower of Sisyphus or whatever the fuck it's called. They did that shit. What else we gonna do with Returnal, bro? What else we gonna do with it?
You right.
Add an area, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. I've only read one Dark Horse comic ever. And it was the Last of Us one. before the TV show came out, because I just wanted to know, because it gives you a little bit more context and story with Ellie and Riley. So I just wanted to see.
So why don't you go read the fucking Returnal? I still don't know what happened in Returnal. I'm gonna ask you, because we beat Returnal. Do you know what happened in Returnal story, bro? Because I'm lost, bro. I still don't. I don't know that.
I had my own theories of what happened, right? Because it's one of those endings where it's open ended, and it's like, oh, it's like they pretended like, oh, it's some really deep, complex shit, but I think it was some bullshit. I can't even remember what my theory was at the end of it. But it was like it involved her daughter, and somebody driving with her. I was like,
so is that her daughter? I didn't know if that was her daughter. If that was her, I didn't.
I think she's literally in hell.
That's what you think going on? That she just keep like,
because she keeps repeating. It's like how in purgatory, you have to like, to get out of it, you have to like accept what you did was wrong, and then you move out of purgatory to hell.
So in purgatory, right? So did she have a daughter that she died, or she died, or what the fuck happened?
She had a son that died too. Didn't the son pass away as well?
So she crashed into the ocean, or I don't know what I don't know what the fuck happened, bro. I just don't get it, bro. I don't understand.
Because wasn't she driving at the end, and like they crashed into the water or some shit like that?
Yes. What does the daughter have to do with this? So the daughter was in the car, or I thought that was her at first, the little girl. I'm like, is that her having flashbacks? Like, I don't know.
I can't remember. I would be able to tell you my theory if I remembered like the ending fully, but it's been so long.
I don't think anybody truly understands the story of Returnal, if I'm being honest. And that's where that Dark Horse comic come in at. Now, me personally, I don't know how to read, but if I did, I would be checking for this. Okay, I would go out and try to get this.
The last Dark Horse comic I read, I think, was Beast Wars. It got canceled and ended abruptly.
Yikes!
Which sucks because like they were. You remember Beast Wars, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I ain't really fuck with Beast Wars like that. I remember it.
That's the best Transformers there is.
They just come on with they show this shit with Reboot all the time back in the day.
Yep. Mainframe.
I don't know why my camera keep going out of focus. It's weird.
What's up with Smooth's camera?
Is it?
He got that effect. He got effect on it.
You got that background blur on. And honey dicking is an actual term. Just used.
Why do you keep bringing this up, bro? What's
because
going on,
I'm
bro?
telling you, it's a term, right? So, for example, you remember the movie The Interview that got like hacked by?
Yes.
So
I remember that.
So pretty much like people were honey dicked into watching the movie by telling us we wouldn't be able to see it because it got hacked. So it's like when you manipulate or trick people into doing something. Let me ask you a question.
Did that term come from that movie? Because that movie put me to sleep. That shit was boring.
I think so. It might have.
Well, let me ask you this: is it illegal?
Pardon?
No, it's not. It's not illegal. It's just some slang for tricking people to do something. But no, it's.
Well, didn't that one dude do that shit in Romania?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Pardon?
You talking about something else?
Exactly.
All right.
I like the Interview though.
That movie ass, bro.
That sounds like an illegal term to me.
Well, all right. What else we got? There's rumors. There's been rumors for a while. I've been ignoring them because rumors. I like more reports before I talk about them. But Resident Evil 9 is said to be coming soon. That it's going to be revealed sometime this year and launching early next year.
Yeah. I don't know, dog. It's rumored to be open world, correct? This probably an open world game.
Unfortunately.
I don't know. It can't be no worse than Resident Evil 8. 7's better than 8, by the way. I don't know who needs to hear this.
It's not.
It's the truth. Resident Evil 7 is way better than 8.
Village, call it by its right name.
Oh, Village, I'm sorry. Resident Evil 8 did that sandwich situation where the beginning good, the end good, and then the middle is just like, it was a shit sandwich is what they did. It had a very strong opening. After Lady Demetress died in like 2 hours, the game falls off a cliff deeply. And the last part where it's like it turns into an action game, it's pretty fucking fun. But in the middle, it's just a whole bunch of nonsense, if we're being honest. But cool game nonetheless. I can't replay it. It has very little replayability in my opinion. But I don't know, man. RE9, I gotta see I never played the DLC for Village though. You play his old buddy daughter, right?
I did it. Yeah,
daughter.
I beat it.
See, I need to play that, bro. I need to see what that's hitting on. But
you got to forgive my brother Jack move though. 8 Village is definitely better than 7.
That's cap. That's cap.
We actually need some real survival horror games, not action games with zombies.
On top of that, speaking of what Bond just said, Resident Evil 7 was actually a scary game. Resident Evil 8 was not scary, bro. Niggas was more horny playing Resident Evil Village than fucking scared, bro.
Shit.
You could be scared and horny.
They were trying to motorboat the bitch titties getting chopped up and shit. Like, niggas wasn't scared of that game, bro. They wanted to fuck all the little sisters in that game, whatever the fuck them hoes' name was. The little daughters and shit.
There was a lot of wild mods in that game, too.
That's what I'm saying, man. The only scary part of the game is when you in that dollhouse. That's the only creepy part of that whole game, bro.
And that is a monumental moment in that game. And being scared and being horny, I feel like is a similar emotion, right? I feel like they're very closely tied.
So when you get scared, your dick stand up? What you talking about? This new house got BG act talking different, y'all. Y'all got to realize this.
You could be a little bit horny and scared at the same time. You might get scared and your dick get hard. It's possible.
So a nigga, so you give it a new meaning
like that.
When niggas up pole is a whole new meaning for you, then, huh?
Come on,
okay.
You
put a gun in BG face. His shit gonna get erect. This shit is crazy.
If Lizzo's big ass rolls up on me, I'm gonna be scared, but not horny.
Nah, I don't know.
Like BG, I don't see bald people like, I'm aroused.
Hey,
what the fuck is he talking about, Jay?
That ain't what they. Hey man, I don't know. They were saying when you met Solid Red, it was a different situation going on, but you got to address them allegations, bro.
Allegations from people I don't ever meet people.
I don't know nothing about none of that, man. I'm just saying.
From basement dwellers.
Get them.
I gotta bring Rev out to the nightlife next time though.
Yeah, you.
Good times. Yeah. So we'll see if it actually gets announced later this year. I'm a huge Resident Evil fan. I'm always gonna be excited for the next Resident Evil.
The games aren't getting better, if we're being honest. Like after 4, my nigga, it's been kind of.
Listen, 5 was. I understand 5 wasn't a horror game. Yeah, it wasn't a horror game at all.
But as a regular game, it's kind of ass. If you ask me,
I like it.
Sheva.
Only if you playing the game with somebody. Bro.
And they're supposedly remaking that one, so I'm.
6 was dog shit. 6 was some abysmal fuck. 6 might be the worst rated, bro. That game makes no sense, bro. It's just straight weird.
The one with the giraffe face fucking the person on the cover.
Oh yeah, that is. The cover does actually look like the net. Yeah, bro. 7 was the best new Resident Evil, bro. Y'all don't want to admit it. It's cool, you know what I mean? But
I'm down for the 5 remake if they're actually doing it. I ain't gonna lie. I hope they would just by now they could like improve the Sheva AI because she really was like annoying and useless. And like what I would do, I think a lot of people did this, take everything from her, right? Except like just use her as an ammo compartment, an ammo case. Oh, just take away her, because I think you could take away her gun even and like just give her ammo.
That's how you view women as ammo compartments.
Absolutely. She was just my walking human ammo case.
On top of that, bro, it's gonna be a big outrage. Oh my god, they're bringing back killing blacks. Oh no, they're gonna have to censor it, bro. What we talking about? They got you killing robots and shit. You already know what they finna do, bro.
See, I don't believe it's gonna be black people that are offended though, because you realize
it's
like
never black people that are offended. It's white people that want to play white savior and be offended for us.
Yeah, like people got to stop being offended for us, bro. We okay with killing.
They're gonna spend the block on that out. They're gonna spend the block on that outrage though.
But the funny thing is that when it's something we're truly offended about, then they tell us to shut up and stop whining. They're choosing what we get to be offended about. That's the thing.
Let me just.
Bro, white people do love doing that, bro.
Yep.
White people stay before anybody gets upset. Let me bro. Ain't nobody asking your opinion, my nigga. Like you can't dictate how we get upset, brother. Like they stay doing
that's what they try to do.
Man,
me, BG, Kenneth. I'm declaring I want to shoot other black people in Resident Evil 5. Okay, so
y'all get a load of this guy.
Somebody's gonna clip that shit.
I'm down for it.
Brother?
I'm down for it.
I'm never for the destruction of my own people, good brother. You tripping.
Listen,
you got OVO sweater in your closet, don't you, BG? You talking real?
I got a little jiggy merch right now.
Okay. So you rocking? Okay, so you good in the hood? Okay, all right.
No, I'm saying, listen, I killed like how many Spaniards already? So in 4, countless Spaniards. So, it's only right.
Maybe they can move the game to South Africa. They got like a large white population. They can have.
Speaking of that, has everybody been keeping up with the new X-Men?
Yes.
No.
Yo, Bastion is doing exactly what I would do if I was in charge of eradicating bald people.
Yo.
Turning them into zombies, essentially?
No, I would treat bald people as mutants.
Oh, I got a question for Bond real quick. Hey, but how do you feel about men getting like those installment lace front wig toupee situations? How do you feel about that?
That is actually stupid. Pay the $4,500, take your ass to Turkey, and regrow your hairline, and stop being broke.
I agree. I'm not okay.
Okay. All right, Starfield. So Starfield is getting an update. 60 FPS and 40 FPS modes on Series X. Custom difficulty options, more detailed surface maps, new ship customization.
Hold on. I thought it was impossible to get 60. What happened?
That's they told us it was a creative choice or whatever the words and terminology they used last time.
Did Todd Howard say that shit?
Yeah. Todd Howard was the one to say it was his quote.
That's a piece of shit, dog.
Yeah, respec and change appearance, creation kit going out to beta testers now, land vehicles confirmed for later. Cool. Smooth. How do you feel about these updates?
These fuckers lied to us.
No, they didn't lie. They didn't lie. I love them.
That was a creative decision that they couldn't do 60.
Yeah, it was a creative decision. Name a Todd Howard game that ran 60 FPS on console at launch. Name one.
Well, they didn't have the world's most powerful consoles at the time.
Actually, at the time, Xbox 360 was the world's most powerful console in 2006.
Yes,
when it first.
Not according to
but the Xbox 360 was like a reset in gaming. Everything got slashed to 30 frames.
I don't want to hear this bullshit. Todd Howard has openly came out and said he preferred 30 frames per second. This update for Starfield was not a part of any roadmap. This update was more so of a reaction, PR reaction to what they didn't like. For example, they never intended to have land vehicles. The performance thing wasn't really a thing that was down the road or planned. This was more like, all right, we hear you, we'll do it. And obviously, because even think about this. When the lead up during the promotional interviews and stuff, Todd Howard said, we can hit, we're hitting 60 FPS in certain areas. We're hitting close to 60 FPS, and in certain areas we're hitting 60 FPS. But we decided to lock it for consistency. So, which means this update, it's not going to be like this locked 60 FPS. It's just going to be an unlocked frame rate. We're probably going to get 60 FPS in those interior moments and stuff like that. But when we get in the open world, it's going to be all over the place. It's going to be, a great thing for those like us who have VRR displays and monitors and stuff like that. And so I'm happy with the update because I think the option should have been there, and I'm pretty sure they could.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying. It should have been there.
Yeah, I'm sure they could have worked the performance mode, but the thing is that I don't like when people are like, oh, they lied, whatever. And it's like, no, they didn't lie. That was their intention, was to launch at 30 FPS. They can't they're not going to lock it on PC, right?
So hold on. I was told that it won't be a 3060, it'll be a 6120 thing on the world's most powerful.
All right, that was me. But I didn't say that about Starfield. I said that, in the past, because at the time that I said that, Xbox Series X was getting 60 and 120 games consistently.
So wait, you said that or the company said that?
I said that.
I thought Aaron Greenberg said that too or something.
Oh, Aaron Greenberg said, the standard, but then he walked it back saying, literally in the same tweet saying, however, we will not require devs to do that. Devs are allowed to do whatever they want as far as development of their game. So he walked it back, but only highlights his first tweet. They didn't care about the follow-up tweet, but he said that the same day within the same hour of that tweet. But the thing is that this is not a situation where it's like when Redfall came out, right? Before the game launched, they said, oh, it's 30 FPS. They'll patch in a performance mode later, which told you, the game is coming in hot, is launching unoptimized. When I play Starfield, I feel like that was one of the most, for this optimized 30 FPS games. Like, it didn't feel, bad. It did not feel like a bad experience and whatnot. I'm happy it's getting this 60 FPS update is needed, and this game has a lot of content. I got like 2 playthroughs ongoing. My new game plus Plus, and then the new game that I played starting off with a female character, which I'll definitely run through with this new update. And then I believe that rover update with the land vehicle and whatnot is going to come with like this Shattered Dimensions or is it Shattered Dreams or Shattered Dimensions, whatever update later this fall when they do that expansion. But it's dope. Starfield is an underappreciated game for obvious reasons. It was the game they hate, but you know, it maintained to be a game that everyone continues to talk about, and I'm glad that Bethesda and Co is still supporting it at the rate that they're supporting it. And this was much needed. Now I feel sorry for the Xbox Series S owners because there's no word on what they're going to do for that one.
They're not getting 60 on that.
Oof, can I ask you two things?
Yeah.
One, I would like to bring up a tweet from April 13th, 2023.
Oh, okay.
Good morning. Good morning. Just a quick reminder, games targeting 30 frames per second in 2023 can't be no better than an 80 on Metacritic. With that being said, I understand that the next Zelda game may run at sub 30 frames per second and will be likely hailed as the greatest thing since sliced bread. Would you like to address that tweet?
Was I correct? Was I correct when I said that?
Starfield is over in... I feel like Starfield is severely underrated.
It is severely underrated, but think about it. Look at the tweet that I said back in, I think, August of 2023, too, where I apologized for my take on...
Hold on. What came out to make you apologize?
He lost the bet.
No. Starfield came out and made me say, okay, you know what? I can't not play a game because of 30 FPS. You know, they did a good job with this game. But two things can be correct. I was correct with my first statement, you know, because that's how I truly felt, you know, but my take was wrong on how I, you know, discuss 30 FPS games. I no longer feel that way about 30 FPS games. Sure.
Really?
I love 60 FPS. I love 60 FPS and above. I think it should always be available games, but I'm not going to say this game can't be played because it's 30 I will not. The attitude I had for games being 30 FPS
What was that
wrong.
one game you said you couldn't play? You'll play it on PC. Redfall? Because you're like, I'm not playing a
Yeah. Now that's because Redfall is, there's nothing dynamic or special about Redfall why it shouldn't have run at 60 FPS.
Same with Starfield.
No, Starfield, I gave it made sense. It's like, okay.
Let me ask you a question.
So I still have my second question.
If Starfield was 60 frames per second, do you think you would have won that bet?
Oh, with the Metascore?
Yep.
No,
because the frame rate was the last thing. Because if the PC one should have scored a 90 if that was the case.
It doesn't matter. We're doing the console version though.
Yeah, no. I mean, no, because the people had hate. Now, if Starfield came out post Xbox games going to PlayStation comment, then I should have won the bet. I would have won the bet.
Smooth. Lastly, I would understand what you were talking about if this wasn't a trend with some of the more recent Microsoft games. Like Pentiment, they just so happen to find an extra 60 frames per second with that game on the PlayStation, but they said it was a bug or something.
Fine.
And they said,
yeah, but the game was never that game was 60.
Hold on, they
go ahead.
found an extra 30 frames per second in Starfield, same with Redfall, and now Hellblade 2 is coming out at 30 frames. And we're all pretty sure that they're going to find a 60 frames per second mode sometime within the year.
Maybe. I will say this about one Redfall, they literally said they're launching a performance mode later. They were trying to get the game out before a certain deadline, and they gave us an unoptimized game that only had a 30 FPS option. They delivered on their promise by delivering a performance mode. It wasn't like a surprise when they got it. It wasn't like we can't do it. They intend. It was like, hey, we intend to have a performance mode. It just won't be ready for launch. So we can excuse that.
Good.
As far as Pentiment, at the end of the day, none of us played it to know it was there was a problem, but it launched at 60 FPS. I don't care to play a game like Pentiment at 120 FPS. I don't even know why a 120 FPS option is there for Pentiment. It's just not. So it only became a thing when the game was playable at 120 FPS on a PlayStation. For them, that was a stupid excuse to say, oh, this was a bug. What do you mean it was a bug? Now, I can see if it was a bug to the point where all right, when they launched the PlayStation 5 version, they intended to update the Xbox version the day that the PlayStation version launched so that they both have 120 FPS. And that wasn't enabled. That's one thing. But to say if the game was supposed to launch 2 years ago with 120 FPS and you're 2 years later now acknowledging it's a bug, then that's foolish. Like I don't look at Pentiment being like a power thing or even a flex at all. I could care less if the game was 60 or 120 FPS. I don't think I would notice a difference in the game like that. And then as far as Starfield, like I said, it was a fanfare response, PR response, and the game getting the criticism is getting it not maintaining the players like its older games like Skyrim and Fallout, and this is one of their beloved favorite games, so they're going to do whatever they can and respond to fan base, and that's what they're doing. Like, this update is more so fan reaction versus the game wasn't optimized. Nah, they intended to release the game at 30 FPS. They didn't think they were going to get that type of backlash. Now, Hellblade.
Wait, how could they not? World's most powerful console, 30 frames per second. How do they not think they're going to get a backlash?
Because it's Starfield,
especially after Redfall.
See, that's the problem. Was Redfall is the problem. Redfall launching at 30 FPS made it a problem for Starfield to launch at 30. If Redfall would have launched day and date at 4K 60, the excuse would have been okay for Starfield because we know Starfield is doing something different. There was no excuse for Redfall. Now, Hellblade, for example. At this point, you know what I mean? I'm gonna try it both on PC and Xbox. I got nothing to say about Hellblade. I would like there to be a 60 FPS option, but the game looks super good and it's on Unreal Engine 5 and is using everything available in Unreal Engine 5. And it's the closest thing, if not looks better than the demos we've seen so far. Now, so far for the games.
Blanchard, do me a favor and pull up those old
It's smooth tweets.
Yeah, on that game.
Now, as far as games currently coming out on Unreal Engine 5, we know them performance modes take a brutal hit, with the exception of games like, I think RoboCop did. So far, to me, RoboCop's the best Unreal Engine 5 game that I played with a performance mode. But when you look at games like Immortals of Aveum, what's the other game that came out that uses it or tries to use it, and that one takes like a brutal hit. And so far, from what I've seen so far, Hellblade 2 is the best looking UE5 game to date. And if it gets a performance mode, I'm not going to be mad at it, but I'm gonna play wherever I can get the most out of it, whether it's PC or Xbox.
I just think Todd Howard is a sleazy car salesman.
Yep.
And he just tries to sell you on any game that he's making all the time, just upselling you. Oh, it's going to do this and it's going to do that. And it's like, I get that it's part of his job, but I don't take him at his word for anything when he says, oh, this is going to be our most innovative, and we're going to push the barriers of gaming, something you've never seen before. All right, Todd, go sit down somewhere, brother.
If he doesn't have a track record of doing that, maybe I can understand like what Smooth is saying, but this is 20 years of Todd Howard doing this shit. So, I mean,
so I got a question for BG. Would you consider this man a honey dicker, in your words, sir?
Honey dicker.
Yeah, that's kind of what he does. He honey dicks people, bro.
God.
Todd Howard is the ultimate gaming industry honey dicker.
I don't want to hear about honey dicking at all after this. It just sounds awful.
He's a honey dicker. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's what he is, man. He gotta chill on that. He been honey dicking for like 20 years, man. He gotta relax.
Yeah, so, he's gonna catch up to him. I'm telling you.
Yeah, somebody gonna catch him out in the streets, bro. Yo, what's that you did about Starfield? You sold me on that, man. It wasn't true. Hey.
Hate to see it.
Starfield is one of the best games that came out last year. Still one of my favorite games. I'm looking forward to the updates in their DLC. Hopefully people jump on it and stop hating.
Xbox fans are happy, I'm happy.
As soon as it gets announced for PlayStation, people will appreciate it a little bit more.
Oh, man.
Damn. Once that game gets announced for PlayStation, Halo, and Gears, like, Xbox a wrap.
They said, a lot of people were saying that's the only reason it's getting a 60 frames version is because they're getting ready to put it on PlayStation.
Oh shit!
That's nasty work. That's nasty. And I could see that happening this year. because who is it, Satya or Phil? They're very, you know, they can't stop talking about how games are their games are performing on PlayStation. They real happy about that shit. So
I can't believe y'all letting them rock with that Smooth. Y'all should be on their ass, bro.
Yeah, Smooth, you
fair.
lost one of your league guys in Tin Dog this week.
Bro, he hopped off the porch, bro. You said he bought a PSVR 2, all type
Jumped
of shit.
out the
He's
window.
got a blue heart as his profile picture
He
now.
going crazy.
But I thought he always had a PlayStation. I thought he always had one though.
I thought you always had one too. So,
is this nigga eating again?
Man, what's on the menu tonight, Smooth? What's on the menu, brother?
It's a sloppy ass roast beef sandwich with the work on it.
Whoa,
You got
don't say that
lettuce,
too loud.
tomato.
Don't sloppy. Who
Lettuce-
made it?
Damn. Damn, I can't think of the name. Mike's
Arby's?
No,
Jersey Mike's?
No, not Jersey Mike's. No, this is Mr. Subs. Mr. Subs. It's roast beef, mayonnaise on both sides of the bread. Lettuce, tomato, jalapeno, olive, spicy relish, banana peppers, jalapeno peppers, oil, vinegar, all of it.
Roast beef and mayonnaise do sound kind of weird. That's hot roast beef? Do niggas eat cold roast beef? I don't know.
Yeah, cold.
I don't really
A
like
cold roast beef sandwich?
This nigga toilet's about to go crazy, dog.
Artery.
That motherfucker feels like that DJ Mustard beat my nigga. That joint. Man, that's crazy, brother.
What else? Okay, Take-Two is shutting down some. They're shutting down Roll 7. Roll 7 made that.
Another day, another week, another closer, another.
Yep. They're shutting down Roll 7. They made Rollerdrome, that game that came to PlayStation PS Plus day one. They're shutting down Intercept Games. I don't even know who they are. Private Division got some layoffs also. So
when's the last week where we haven't had something closed or laid off or people losing jobs, etc.?
It's been like 1 week. It's been like 1 week this year where there were absolutely no shutdowns or layoffs. 1 week as far as I know.
When's the last time Nintendo laid anybody off?
Outside of some contractors, I can't remember.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy that them niggas at Retro Studios still got jobs.
I gotta agree.
I mean, yes, they're good developers, but at this point, like, you gotta make something, dog. Like, come on.
I think Nintendo makes their employees commit seppuku instead of laying them off.
The fuck?
That's true, actually.
I think that's what they probably make them do. Like,
what the fuck, man?
Nah,
they send them to that forest.
Yeah, we can't lay you off. You got to end it. That might be the move for them. Shout out Nintendo. There's an Xbox June showcase. They announced that.
Any predictions, Smooth?
No predictions.
More multiplayer. I think the right move.
It's hard to celebrate in the climate of Xbox today. So it's like, I think there's going to be one of their better showcase. They're going to have a ton of megatons there. I think there's going to be, the Gears remake, Gear 6. The bittersweet thing, I keep hearing rumors of like Gears remake is going to be on PlayStation 2, which is going to be a gut punch. So like I said, a lot of this stuff is going to be like bittersweet. All the games that they announced, all those great games that I know that are coming, that a lot of these games are anticipated, that I'm anticipating are coming. But like I said, the fact that it's weird. It's a weird, way to feel about it because
I'm gonna get like someone else is fucking your wife. You still get the pussy, but he does too.
All right.
It's a weird way to feel about it, but that's the thing. It's like it's gonna be an amazing showcase. I know it is, and there's gonna be a lot of.
What are we gonna see at this showcase?
We're gonna see Gears of War. We're gonna see. I think we're gonna see Perfect Dark. I think we're gonna see Indiana Jones, of course. Avowed. We're gonna see the next Call of Duty. We're gonna see.
Are you sure we're gonna see the next Gears 6 or Perfect Dark? Is this confirmed?
No, but I'm pretty sure we'll see it.
I will put money that we won't see Perfect Dark.
Yeah, I'm not ready to do that.
Oh, come on, Smooth.
Hasn't that game been rumored for like years
like
now?
before the Xbox, yeah.
But wait, they teased last show. What did they tease the screen or something? They teased something last show, didn't they? Last year?
Remember at the Game Awards 2 years ago, they
tease it,
showed
Smooth.
they at the Game Awards.
Smooth, you gotta have confidence in yourself,
Yeah,
man.
they teased like a screen or something. Yeah.
You said you're not really looking forward to this thing, right, Smooth?
I ain't say I'm not looking forward to it. My hype level isn't as what it usually would be for a show like this.
Because of Xbox shenanigans lately. Yeah, you know, just overall, like I seen this announcement and like usually even myself, like I would look into it. Bro, I seen it on Twitter. I liked, retweeted, and then moved on. It's like, because as far as I'm concerned, it's like watching just another like multi-plat show. Like,
Yep.
Jesus, bro. That's
I
sad,
mean,
bro.
I'm not so sure that Gears 6 might show up, Smooth.
I'll be there.
yeah,
You
like,
sure?
Yeah.
How sure are you?
Oh, here we go.
The earn the games back that I just bought you. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, he did buy me 3 games. I will bet then.
Oh God.
I'll make a bet for both Gears and Perfect Dark. I'll make both bets.
Jesus Christ.
2 separate?
Yep, 2 separate bets. I'll bet that Gears won't show and Perfect Dark won't show.
Okay.
you taking both of those, Smooth?
he just said okay.
And okay, you should win one of those 2, Smooth.
Might offset.
Jesus Christ.
So best case scenario, you gonna break even?
Yeah.
He should win one of those.
Yeah, I don't know. The announcement is just like EA announcing a show or Ubisoft announcing a show. You know, it feels like
Now
that.
you're saying these games will be announced at this time, correct, Smooth? That's what he said, right?
Announced or revealed, yeah.
Okay.
We'll see him.
You fucking that sandwich up too. That joint must be
Yeah.
fire. You killing that motherfucker. God damn.
Announced or revealed. Okay.
All right. Let me see. Microsoft is testing out the ability for Xbox consoles to remember multiple Wi-Fi networks.
Because you're gonna keep selling it. Is that what are they saying?
You want to break this down, Smooth? What exactly is this for? What's the purpose?
People think it's something to do with their handheld that they're putting out. But nah, just I don't know. I don't even use my Xbox on Wi-Fi at all. So I didn't know that wasn't a thing. Like my kids' Xbox, at least one of them, it's consistently on Wi-Fi. But when you turn it on, it just links to the last Wi-Fi it was hooked up. So maybe I didn't even check out the preview at all. So I really don't have like much information on it. I didn't know if this was like a big deal.
Yeah. Because it kind of sounds like when you have routers set up right throughout your house, and like if it loses signal, it connects to the other stronger one. I guess it kind of like seems to function like that. I guess that's what it sounds like to me. But all right, real riveting shit. I'm bringing up here, as you can see. You know, riveting.
At least 2 bets got made. That's like 6 bets in 2 weeks.
All right, what else I got? Square Enix. So Square Enix revealed a notice of extraordinary loss due to content abandonment. So I didn't really know what this meant, so I asked ChatGPT to explain what, because obviously on the surface level, it means you lost a shit ton of money, obviously, right? But what
you lost the game.
But what more is detailed than that? So ChatGPT said a notice of extraordinary loss is to inform company stakeholders of financial loss due to unforeseen circumstances or something unusual. Like they often tie it to like acts of God, like a hurricane or some shit like that, but or earthquake. But we know that wasn't the case here.
Well, they did have that hurricane or that earthquake way back then, like 4 or 5 years ago. I did that, but this isn't the case.
Yeah, this is due to cancellation of games. They canceled a shit ton of games, and due to certain poor quality games.
Making PlayStation exclusives.
I know y'all wanted to
Speaking
do
of
that.
poor quality games, BG gifted me this one game by Square Enix. Oh my god, it was fucking ass. Diofield?
Yep, that's the one Square Enix game I did not buy. I was like, this looks horrible.
Yo, it made me want to
BG
turn.
like the game. Don't be
I really like that game. I platinumed it. I really like that game.
Well, Andrew, it made me want to turn into the real Dio and start murdering dogs. Like that shit
I
was crazy.
saw that game. I saw that game at like one of the PlayStation showcases, and I remember I was telling like Chris Righteous and a couple of the other PlayStation guys that game looks horrible. And it was that and the Valkyrie Elysium games that just did not look good. But it is what it is.
Andrew, I played that game for like 2 hours. I was like, nope.
I really like it. I really like that game. Too bad they didn't get any sequel.
BG likes a lot of, not really the core stuff. Like he'll play the bootleg version of like a Fire Emblem or something, but won't play Fire Emblem or Metroid. And
it felt in line with some other games I play. It's not XCOM like, but it's certain other strategies games that I do enjoy. It seemed in line with those. So yeah, I've got the platinum.
Shameful.
But yeah, Square is
your $14, BG.
But I think prior to this, Square did say that their strategy going forward is to focus on making less games and making those games that they actually make very high quality. Pretty much what Capcom did like a decade ago.
Remember what Disney Marvel is doing.
Yeah. Remember when Capcom was making absolute dog shit and like they were having financial trouble? That was like 10 something years ago. And then they
7th gen Capcom.
Yeah, and then they realized like, bro, we just need to focus on quality, actually make good games, double down on that, and things will get better. And that's exactly what happened. They made
deep down during that time, it's like Capcom just hated their fans. They hated Mega Man fans, they hated Resident Evil fans, they hated Devil May Cry fans, and they were just actively doing things to upset people with those games.
Yeah, so I think if Square does the same thing, they'll be fine in another 10 years because even though I like Diofield Chronicles, that's not remember they just seemed like they were like almost being like Japanese Ubisoft, where they were just creating as many games as possible and just throwing them out there
for like 4 different games.
Yeah, and just throwing, because remember they released like 4 games in like 2.5 months at the end of like I think it was maybe 2022 or some shit, and then like, bro, nobody's gonna play these games that you're just throwing out there to die just to seemingly say that you released some games and let's just see what happens. That shotgun method never works for game releases. It's like when EA released Titanfall and Battlefield at the same time. They thought that, we're just gonna...
dumb.
Their idea was, we're just gonna dominate. We're gonna use both of these games to dominate, the field right now. No, the games are gonna cannibalize each other, and one of them died because of it. So, it's a terrible strategy. But,
Well, Andrew, go ahead, and then I'll go, and you can respond to me.
I don't got nothing to say.
Oh, I got tons to say. So this is exactly why I've been saying that PlayStation is nothing but a souped-up Xbox, that PlayStation is largely irrelevant in Japan. There was a time when Falcom games were only on PlayStation and PC. And they were like, nah, we're not porting shit over to Nintendo Switch. The audience isn't there. But now, because there's no audience for these Japanese games really on the PlayStation, Falcom's got no choice. Rest assured, if, let's see, the Switch 2 is anywhere close to a PS4 or stronger than a PS4, it'll be Japanese. They will, like, all the Japanese games will be based around the Switch. I will say that the Switch and Japanese gaming, we'll take a step back from the technological prowess of Japanese games, which wouldn't be a problem if all these games are good. But I will say this: if the fucking Switch 2 has a dock that makes it as powerful as its competitors, or is even more powerful than a PS4, it's going to be a good thing.
I agree.
Nintendo, Sony Square Enix will abandon. Well, I won't say abandon Sony, but they will treat PlayStation.
Bro,
they will treat PlayStation later how they treat Microsoft Xbox now.
they never wanted to work with PlayStation. Like people forget that. Like
Yeah, they were
Nintendo was
forced to.
always exactly Nintendo was always the
Nintendo
goal.
stupid. Yeah, they were forced to because Nintendo was being dumb.
Yep.
And then they said that we'll pay for everything on basically pay for almost everything on what do you call it, FF7. So then boom, there you go. But I see, I'm gonna make a video about that later. I'm gonna make 2 videos on the Switch. One with predictions before it, and then once we see what it is, a second set of predictions, because I don't want people weaseling their way out of what was said or what was predicted. So, Blandrew, you are the first person cordially invited to that video.
Uh-oh.
Well,
Is it going to be like a discussion or something, or is it?
Oh
just
yeah,
gonna be...
we gonna get all the Nintendo guys, and you can bring in player asses. You can bring in the doctor. We gonna lay everybody's predictions nice and neatly on the table. So when
I don't mind going to it. I don't know if the others will show up. I'll be
y'all
there
see
if you want me
y'all
there.
see Bond trying to get into the good graces of the new N-Dub Nation. You see
No,
this? You see it? You see it? Cause you see it? Come on,
You trying to
man.
infiltrate, Bond? What you doing? You
I
trying to
see
infiltrate,
it.
brother?
N-Dub Nation went out in a box.
They coming back. I heard you want to be part of it.
Hey man, all the members still around, man. It ain't too late for a little revival, man.
I don't want Kentucky Fried Drone or We Love or any of those other clowns. No,
Them niggas weird.
When I was all about Operation Rainfall, they were like, "Oh, we don't need these games." I'm like, well, what are you gonna be playing?
An article actually came out about that like yesterday. They said that it was shown at E3, but they purposely told press not to go back to the backstage to look at Xenoblade because they had no intentions of bringing it to America, which is going to be a Japanese European thing.
It's pretty crazy.
Yep, they showed it at American E3 event, and they're like, "You're not getting the game anyway. Just keep pressed away from it."
At that point, I would have said and encouraged people to emulate that game, because if Nintendo's not going to release it in the region, despite it being in Europe and being translated, and their machine, I believe the Wii was not region free, correct?
It's not.
I would say in that case you have a justifiable reason to pirate that game if Nintendo's going to be that dumb with it. That's a situation, Blandrew, I would say, if the company's being that stupid, you have a justified, like, if it was Japan only and you couldn't get it, okay, it is what it is. But if it's already in English, like, I still can never forgive Nintendo why Terra Enigma fucking has never come out on the Super Nintendo.
Yeah, that was just a weird time in general on the Wii.
No, I'm talking
like, even like on like other consoles, that was like the generation where like Japanese companies were trying to westernize their games because people just weren't caring about like JRPGs and stuff like that. So Nintendo probably didn't even want to waste their time bringing it to America. But like you said, if it's already fully dubbed and translated in Europe, you might as well just bring it over to America.
Yeah, that's why they sound all goofy and funny, like they're drinking tea over in that game. But again, you know what? Unfortunately, Blandrew, that's what's happening again. Japanese companies are trying to make all their games Western now, and that's partly because the Japanese people don't have a console powerful enough to support these games that buy it. The PlayStation 5 is dead in Japan. Let's just be real. Gotta call a spade a spade.
Well,
and the only reason like it's doing quote unquote well right now is because Nintendo's not really doing anything until Switch 2 gets here.
Well, they're doing things. It's just that their hardware isn't powerful enough for these games. Look, Falcom, Square Enix, Capcom, all these companies would love nothing better than the Switch to be somewhat powerful so they could put their games on the machine.
Yep.
Most of my
Falcom,
friends
like
good.
No, I say like Falcom early on, like when the Switch was coming out, like they kept saying for like the first 2 or 3 years that they're not putting games on the Switch because it was too weak to run their games, even though that was a lie. It was too weak. There's not really a market, this, that, and the third. But ever since like Ys 8 came out, like it's just been an influx of Falcom games, and they said it's the best platform for their titles. They started making games in-house, and they're even bringing like over the old like PC Ys games, like the top-down ones and everything.
From what I heard, because I followed it around and I was like, why aren't these games on Nintendo? Falcom is very small. The Switch was not proven. They did not have the manpower and the resources, and they were outsourcing the games, and the games were bad on the Switch because they were outsourcing them. Like, a lot of those Ys games run like dog shit on the Switch. They do.
The NIS and
so they started expanding their in-house development staff. And they started, bolstering the amount of developers and hiring more people. Now they don't have to outsource the Switch games; they just make them in-house. Because at a time, like even the PC versions of the Legend of Heroes games would come out an entire year later after the PlayStation games, which would be 2 years later after the Japanese releases. So they've done a good job of bolstering their in-house development to get more people there so they could try. Like now the next step is now they have it so they can make the PC version, the Switch version, and the PlayStation version at the same time. Now they just got to make the localization process faster because they can't keep making it where these games come out a year and a half after the Japanese versions.
Let me get to some super chats. Hope Square recovers.
They will. I'm telling you. Once the Switch 2 comes out, they will. A lot of these Japanese companies are banking on this.
You tagged me on Twitter talking about Xbox. Like I'm against having the games on Xbox. Xbox would have done something instead of having it as a PlayStation exclusive.
I think I said something more to protect myself. I think I said something more
protect myself
than that. Yeah, I'll get directly to the tweet. I haven't been tweeting much lately, but
you said sued?
I said not sued. Oh my god. Yeah. Okay. I said. I'm sorry. I got a burp. It says according to people like Blandrew, releasing games on Xbox as well as PlayStation 5 wouldn't help because to them, -10 as a PlayStation partner is better than +1 as a proper multi-platform publisher.
Y'all don't buy games. That's like opening up a fucking Gucci store in the hood. Y'all niggas don't buy shit.
Smooth, can you just answer me this question? Because I'm so tired of this conversation happening every time I mention Xbox and JRPGs in the same sentence on Twitter. Is Xbox a viable platform for JRPGs?
No.
Is PlayStation a viable platform for JRPGs?
No, it's not. See, but the thing is,
that was funny.
Apparently not. These niggas out here asking for help.
We've addressed. Hold on, Smooth. We've addressed that in the past, though. Like the PlayStation, ever since like the PS1, has just been like a de facto platform for like third parties and JRPGs. It's not necessarily that the audience is there. It's just that Nintendo was actively doing things against the developers that want to make them bring their games to the platform. So they had no choice but to go to PlayStation.
Yeah, they're literally, these Japanese developers especially are literally on PlayStation by default, to the point where they migrated to PC a bit. It was never the intention of Japanese developers to even make PC games. To me, they had to go on a necessity because they just couldn't do PlayStation alone. Because people in Japan aren't buying PlayStation.
Question: I'm
was coming out.
I'm gonna ask this to you because you're a fucking Square Enix apologist and shit. Is Bandai Namco successful? Has they been successful in the last 5 years?
Sure. Generally, I think.
Generally, right?
Yeah,
they don't just make JRPGs though.
They release their games on Xbox, Japanese or not.
That's got nothing to do with it.
What
are the sales of their games on Xbox though?
What JRPGs do they put on Xbox?
I mean, whatever art. Yeah, I mean, come on, don't put me on the spot like that. Shit, I figured I would know this shit.
If you're gonna make a point, you gotta have evidence.
Like, come on, man. Like, why? Like,
hold on. What did President Bond say in Perfect Dark? You can't make accusations without evidence. I assume that you have some.
All right. They did obviously Tales of Arise. They did Tales of Arise. They did Scarlet Nexus. All of these games were like
Scarlet Nexus was on Game Trash, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It didn't launch.
It went later.
It went later.
It went
later. It launched on Xbox day one.
So
they don't have a problem launching games on Xbox.
The point of that would be that fucking shit. The point of that would be they were putting on Xbox because they knew later that they're going to get that Game Pass money.
But Smooth, you're alluding to the fact that these games are also on Xbox, and you think Xbox actually contributed largely to the game's success.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying exactly what I said. I smart publishers rather at least something on Xbox than to underperform solely on PlayStation.
I get what you're saying.
And that's what's going on. How these motherfuckers, you said the term they use has to be something that happens in the act of God, like an earthquake, a hurricane, or something. And all they did was launch games exclusively on PlayStation.
That's not what's causing this, Smooth. They made really bad games. They made really bad games.
Wait, bro.
That failed.
Didn't they release your fucking game of the fucking lifetime, Final Fantasy VII Remake? Like, I don't like. Didn't they make two of those shits?
But hold on, Smooth. They made good games, and the bad games that they made vastly outnumber the good games. Y'all remember that? What was that?
Bro, I don't want to hear that.
Smooth.
I don't want to hear that.
It's a fact. What was that game that they made 2 years ago? That died in a week because it was garbage and nobody was playing it.
So
it was bad.
So what are the games that carry Square Enix? The games that like
Final Fantasy
and what
Dragon
else?
Quest.
Dragon Quest. Okay.
Final Fantasy.
Didn't they release all those games within the last a couple years?
Yeah,
but
they're the reason why they're afloat. They're not the reason why they're
exactly.
losing
So
money.
if
They're the only reason why
spending,
they're making money.
if you're spending time and money, also creating a whole bunch of garbage that flops instantly, Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest aren't gonna keep you afloat, even if they do good.
So you're telling me, right? People like Activision, 2K and stuff, who can release their marquee games, hold them up, and they can release some mid shit there, but still survive by their marquee games. You're telling me
different companies.
Square Enix. So Square Enix as itself, with their diverse categories of games and IP, that means Final Fantasy ain't big enough to outweigh their mid tiers.
It's not.
Fucking Sega only makes mid-tier games, and they're fine.
No, because they make JRPGs. What holds them afloat are JRPGs. And JRPGs, even though they're, I guess, popular, they're not big sellers like a Call of Duty, like a first-person shooter.
They're still niche.
They're not constantly monetizable.
I would say Bandai's games have a wider appeal across the regions of Square Enix.
A lot of those games are licensed games too, like they're like Digimon and shit like that. So you can sell a licensed game on Xbox, like for certain franchises. But Square's tried with Xbox. It's not like they have not tried with Xbox in the past. They tried and they looked at it like it's not worth the investment. That's why they're not doing it no more.
Bandai makes Tekken, which is the highest selling fighting game out. Probably even more so than Mortal Kombat or second to Mortal Kombat.
Even sell that crazy either, though.
No, it does. It does.
Tekken sells.
I don't know. I think like
Ace Combat is another one.
Ace Combat. Didn't they put out what the fuck was that? No, that was from Soft.
Did Cole Vein do good on Xbox?
Somebody pull up. Pull up Bandai Namco's recent games so we can look at.
So the last game is Tekken 8, Tales of Arise. Scarlet Nexus.
That's sold well.
Cold Vein.
That's sold decent.
I mean, FromSoft owns it now, but Elden Ring was under.
Soul Calibur 4 came on or was that 6 in 2018? That was arcade, right?
That was a long time ago. But
they
make all those Naruto games too, though, don't they?
Yeah, so that's the difference. They sell licensed games, and people are more likely to go after. Like they make the Dragon Ball Z games. So those Dragon Ball Z games are gonna appeal to people with Xbox because it's a recognizable franchise, bigger than Final Fantasy. Like Final Fantasy really only appeals to that PlayStation core fan base, and that's why they tried it. They tried Xbox before, and it doesn't sell. They tried Kingdom Hearts, and it doesn't do well. So why keep doing it? Something that's not gonna sell on that platform.
This is why you do it. Square Enix expected to recognize $22.1 billion in content abandonment losses. That's why you do it.
But that has nothing to do with exclusivity. That has to do with you canceling games.
I'm gonna read you what Namco Bandai has up, right? Tekken 8, that game's selling. Jujutsu Kaisen is a licensed game, and that's going to sell. Sword Art Online, another licensed game. Spy vs. Anya, another licensed game. Pac-Man Mega Tunnel. That's not a game that's going to require a lot of resources and development time. Sandland, that Gundam Breaker, One Piece. They got tons of licensed games on this shit.
It sounds like a bunch of mid stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, some of the more successful IPs out there.
But their games don't cost that much money to make either. Exactly. Their games are really cheap.
Yeah, Tarek is right. When you're making a bunch of licensed games that are low cost, low effort, low resources, like that shit's gonna fucking sell. Like I'm looking down their list, like, oh yeah, they Armored Core 6, they had a hand in that. My Hero Academia, Ultra Rumble, Naruto versus Boruto, Ultimate Ninja Storm Connections. I was gonna say corrections. Dot Hack. Like none of these SD Gundam Battle Alliance. None of Bandai Namco's games are very. What does BG say? You don't got to be innovative. You don't have to be. What's our word you use, BG?
Ambitious.
Cutting edge, ambitious. Yo, Bandai Namco is literally just putting out what fucking works, and that's why they stopped making Soul Calibur. Like, yeah, it's not working. We're not gonna make it.
People need to realize Bandai Namco as a company is owned by the bigger company. Like they are probably one of the they hold so much license. Like Gundam is like the biggest, one of the biggest anime franchises like out there, and that's like $26 billion right there, like worth. So they're bigger than Square Enix because their parent company is way bigger than whatever Square Enix is. So
they got Digimon, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure,
Dragon Ball Z. I mean, they could just
Jump Force. Like the only risky things here is like Robot Wars is a lightsome machine. Like, hold up. Let me see something.
And we got to move on. I got to read super chat.
Oh, Gundam is actually owned by Bandai. It's like a license. They own the they own it. Yeah,
that's what I was about to look up because when I build my Gunplas, I could have sworn it said Bandai Namco on the box, and it does.
Yeah, on the corner.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's like one of the most recognizable franchises in the fucking world. Like they don't have to worry about. Square Enix is fully dependent on their video game sector. Bandai is not, so that's a different thing. And they've done it. Like I said, they've done it before. So you have to blame those Xbox people for not buying Kingdom because y'all bitched about Kingdom Hearts for years, and now it's on Xbox. Did y'all buy it?
Wait,
no.
Did you just say, nah, bro, nigga? Anytime a company's recognizing $22.1 billion, I didn't even know they made $20 billion. And you losing more than what you can ever earn. And all they did for this last 5 years is make PlayStation exclusives.
No,
that's not true.
That's not true. All their games are also on PC.
They have Switch exclusives.
And any game that the Switch can handle is on the Switch as well.
All right, all right. So okay, but that's all their mid-tier games. All their big games were PlayStation exclusives, and they all underperformed.
They didn't underperform. Like
they're PC.
To beat $22 billion losses.
They can't. No,
it's not smooth. It's not a $22 billion loss on the games. It's not on the games.
What else do they niggas make? What else do they do?
So this is my counterpoint. What makes you think Xbox is gonna save Square Enix from making like that's the point. That's what I'm trying.
Yen, not dollars.
Yeah. I'm just saying, you put the game on Xbox. What does that change for Square?
Nothing. They just
nothing.
spend more
It doesn't do anything.
It's like
it makes it worse.
It's putting a Gucci. It's putting a Gucci store in the hood. Niggas ain't buying.
Okay.
Niggas might buy that in the hood. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I never heard.
They'll rob it. They'll rob it. They'll rob it. Yeah, but I mean, if it's not on Game Pass, y'all going to fuck with it? No. So,
excuse me, Smooth. What was the main discussion around Foam Stars leading up to launch?
You mean they had no players? It flopped. They made a free-to-play game on exclusive. Like that's stupid. Like them niggas make dumb decisions. They deserve to be.
Why are they making a Splatoon clone but not even putting it on a console where Splatoon is successful?
Okay,
I remember that.
Yeah.
Most of the conversation surrounding Foam Stars was talking about Nintendo and Splatoon and why it's not on Nintendo.
That still supports my thing. They're in this trouble because
but Nintendo was not exclusives.
They made, but again, I made the comment about Xbox, but I ended with you guys think they're better supporting PlayStation only than being a proper multi-platform publisher.
I think it doesn't matter.
They are a proper multi-platform.
They're not.
PC, Switch, and PlayStation.
Not to the magnitude that they should.
But that's always been Square, though. They've done it.
They always been kind of fucking queer with their movements. That's all.
Queer? But
I'm just saying, y'all had your chance and y'all squandered it though. So,
the only point I'm making, Smooth, is the loss, and it's literally stated, is due to mainly games being canceled and games like those garbage games that they released. That's what caused it. It's not exclusivity. That's not the issue here. It's
If anything,
honestly
they're getting
not.
paid. They're getting paid a lot to do that exclusive deal with Sony, and that's what's helping them stay afloat. If anything, they do that shit with Xbox, they're gonna lose money on that on the Game Pass front because what they're gonna money. Microsoft's gonna throw money at them, and then no one's gonna buy the game.
Like
and
when
what's gonna
Capcom,
happen?
when Capcom did the Street Fighter deal with Sony, they were already doing bad. So that's part of the reason why Sony was able to come to that agreement with them. Like, yo, we'll help you fund this game. You down bad right now. The game didn't do bad as a result of Sony. It was because they were already there, and then they kind of had to do those deals because they weren't in the position to just make the game completely by themselves. And that was also how it is with Square. They've been making these bad decisions for years now. For years.
Like when they fucking made that Avengers game.
Oh
exactly.
God, yeah.
Like that's a multi-plat. I was on everything. There's a bunch of these games that was on everything or on Switch, a place where people definitely buy games, and they were still struggling because of the they made a bunch of bad shit.
So your solution to this is for them to keep making PlayStation exclusives?
No, the solution is this is their solution.
Stop making dog shit.
Cut the fat.
They need to switch up what they're doing, or they gotta hope that the Switch 2 is a success in Japan.
Or they just gotta do what everyone else is doing, like cut the fat out and focus on the games that actually make you bread, and focus on the platforms that make you money. And Xbox has shown in the past they don't really fuck with They don't fuck with Square. So why spend the extra effort hiring a port team to do that shit? Like, it doesn't make any sense. I don't know why you guys are complaining about it. The thing is, if you like Final Fantasy, you're gonna own a PlayStation console anyway. So I don't get why Xbox fans even give a fuck.
It should launch on PC simultaneously.
Sure,
but
sure. Yeah,
but Xbox, I'm sorry, I don't think it matters if nothing changes for them.
They had their chance, dog. For like 15 years now, they had their chance, and they shown time and time again, we don't give a fuck about these games. So why keep putting the effort on your end, putting the money in, and pouring that shit when y'all don't buy the game? Like, get the fuck out of here with that shit.
Yeah,
if I'm losing $22 billion of anything, I'm trying.
It's not 22 billion. It's 140 million. It's not.
That's the nigga, like, that's chump change. Nigga, it's a lot of fucking money.
But
like,
that's like half the cost of a game.
It's still a lot of money. I mean, so y'all, okay, all right. Y'all didn't pass business class.
All right. Let me read these super chats, man. Let me read these. Luis Barrios. Even if you guys don't play Smash Bros, you have to admit some of those reveal trailers were fire. Which one was your favorite reveal trailer? Blandrew?
That's a good one. It probably Hero from Dragon Quest was a really good one. Persona, because we just weren't expecting that to be a Persona a Smash reveal when he turned around the card. Rex and Pyra, Pyra and Smash was a really good one. I thought we were getting Xenoblade 2 DLC. And yeah, those are probably my favorite ones.
There was a fake out on one of them where they showed one character and people thought it was that one, but then they switched to another character. Was it Banjo?
They did that with Banjo.
It was probably Banjo.
Blandrew brings up a good point. He brought up Hero, and what the fuck is Dragon Quest 12 coming out?
Who knows?
And Dragon Quest 3 remake. I think they're honestly going to wait for the Switch 2 reveal since it's. I think it's going to be a Switch 2 reveal since.
No, they want that game. They want that game on the Switch because the Switch has too big of a user base to avoid.
All right. Let me move on. Perry K95. He donated. No, he didn't say anything in the super chat. Appreciate that though. Luis Barrios. Drake needs that Anita Max win. Say OV ho. Say OV ho. Hey man. Hey man. I hope the boy can come back. Get up, Drake. Get off the mat, bro.
It's a wrap.
I wish him the best. Wiz Pig Tactics. Sony knows better. This is what compliance is for. They most likely let Helldivers go gold on the condition on the condition PSN becomes mandatory post-launch. No transparency, messy. Not everyone is gonna know to refund. Okay, Andrew Wilkins will step and fetch it smooth or Emmanuel A1 address the banana keychain item in the latest Halo trailer. I'm always proven correct. A banana keychain in the latest Halo.
What are you talking about?
No idea. There was a Halo trailer.
This
Did you
Bonobo
guys-
Part 2? Oh no.
Did you guys hear about the Halo Helldivers?
No.
Yeah, vaguely. That the people are
The
making it in
Forge
Forge.
are making it because
Yeah.
Microsoft was too stupid to greenlight their own version.
Yeah. Smooth. You know anything about this banana?
Nah, this is the first time I'm hearing of it.
Okay. Well, I don't know either. Donovan Tattoos. Why we talking video games? We watching hip hop history happen right in front of us. I hope y'all have a great Sunday. Paid $40 for this chat because Google hold me the first time. Thank you, sir. I
Damn.
appreciate it. We're gonna be talking about it in After Dark. Relax.
Y'all tap in after dark, man. Y'all tap
Yeah.
in.
Relax Paul Gaming RPG. It's called honey dicking. Yeah, confirmed it's a term.
See,
I didn't
the
make it
fact
up.
that Paul is the person that agree with you is all I need to know.
That's kind of concerning.
That's all I need to know.
It is what it is. Storm Legend. Facts. Jack is right about Resident Evil 8. He's wrong. Respectfully. It's cool.
Hey, that man know what he's talking about, BG. Put some respect on that super chat.
Blessed Red. Starfield wasn't optimized day one. Neither was Redfall. SF had a performance patch that lifted CPU limited performance by 20% alone on PC months later. Rufflemut. Is it safe to say Smooth was kind of right about Square Enix? Not saying Square is in trouble, but the numbers haven't been in their favor recently.
He's not wrong, but the point is this: putting games on Xbox isn't going to help the situation.
DJ Smith in Korea. Shout out to all the Korean developers out there.
Wow.
Y'all the homies.
Really, bro? That's how you going? Okay.
Yeah. I'm a whore.
Smooth, weren't Western developers starting to pull their game out from
Hold on.
Xbox too?
That's his name.
No.
What you say?
I'm a whore. That's his name. That's his name.
Yeah,
I'm a
y'all
whore
wanna let
says.
this-
I'm a whore says. Shout out BBL Bondi.
Fuck.
Yeah.
BBL Bond. Hey, them Drizzy
Shout out to-
allegations catching up to you now, brother.
Yes, sir. All right, we got to take a quick break to hear a word from our sponsors. For the
Who is
first
it?
time,
DraftKings?
for the first time this podcast, and then we'll have another one later. The fuck? Why is my OBS button not working? Hold on. Yeah, y'all can hear me, right?
Yeah, I can't hear any advertisement though.
Okay, there we go. Weapon Wheel Podcast is sponsored by Manscaped. Summer is right around the corner, and lucky for you, Manscaped has you covered from head to toe with the Performance Package 5.0 Ultra all-in-one grooming kit. The updated Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra Groin and Body Hair Trimmer, as well as the Weed Whacker 2.0 Air and Nose Hair Trimmer, are ready to give you a summer makeover. Get 20% off plus free shipping with the code BGHDR at manscaped.com. That's 20% off and free shipping with the code BGHDR at manscaped.com. Summer is here to stay, so trust Manscaped. Link is in the description as well as the promo code. All right, back to the show. Thank you, Manscaped. Y'all go get some trimmers. Summer's coming up. Shave your balls. Nobody, you don't need all that hair on you. It's about to get hot and sweaty. Go shave your shit, brother. Shout out to Manscaped. Y'all shaved? Everybody on this podcast shaved? Groomed?
God.
Pardon?
Are y'all shaved?
Not quite. Not quite.
Man, nah, man. Look, BG, you going crazy, bro.
I can't ask my homies if they shaved.
I do have a Manscaped, what is it, lawnmower. I got the 2.0 though. I need to upgrade, man. I might need to shave the old one.
They said the 2.0 is probably the best one.
Oh, real shit. Okay, well there you go.
They said the new ones are kind of trash.
I mean, shout out to Manscaped.
Yeah, can you not say that?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy?
That shit.
Like, what?
I'm fucking lightheaded, dog. What the fuck is
What's wrong with this guy? BG, why don't we have any sponsorships? No idea, Bond. No idea.
What the fuck?
Can't fathom why we don't have any.
Oh my god. Okay, that was funny.
You want us to lie to the people? Got to keep it real.
Yes. A lot of these niggas. What do you mean?
Hey man, go get that new lawnmower, man. Let us know your review. All right?
First of all, I have it, and it's good. It works. Amazing. No cap. I'm not even lying to you. It's amazing. Fantastic product.
Yeah.
10 out of 10. 5 stars. Would recommend.
Hey, give us a display, BG. Put your nuts on the table. Let's see what's going on with those joints.
Excuse me?
I'm trying to get a live demonstration.
I have been known to put my dick on the table once in a while. You know.
That's what I'm saying. Hey, get the people what they want, brother. You know what? Matter of fact, Patreon exclusive. Y'all tap in, okay? Yeah. We might got something for y'all.
Mm-hmm. All right, where I'm going. I want to talk to PC gamers real quick.
Oh God.
PC gamers, y'all got to stop lying to potential newcomers to PC. Stop trying to sell budget PCs to people who want to get into PC gamers. Stop lying to these people. You are doing an absolute disservice to these gamers. Telling them to get a budget PC is only going to end with them spending more money right after they buy that budget PC. Because one thing I can't stand about you PC gamers is y'all think everybody has this like poverty mentality like y'all, right? The pure PC gamers have this poverty mentality where like, oh no, get a 1050 Ti in 2024 and just get a cardboard box for a rig and you know just create your own RAM in the kitchen, you know, just put together 2 chips. Broke shit, right? It's sickening. Stop telling them to do that. The best advice is, and I tell people this all the time because I know what happens. I tell people, listen, you're better off saving the money you have, waiting, getting a little bit more till you can afford something better because now you're future-proofed and now you actually have more options, right?
If you're not building something better than a console, don't build it.
Yeah. I got a PC gaming last year and people were trying to tell me, yo, just get a 1080p machine. I'm like, dog, are you fucking stupid?
They on Twitter, these PC purists on Twitter telling people it's okay. It's telling people to buy a rig to play it 1080p in 2024. Are y'all sick? Is something wrong with y'all?
Yeah.
Get a PC to play it. Are you mentally ill?
Speaking of which, I remember there was a thing going on in the Discord where a guy was like, some idiot was talking about, oh, people can't even play Helldivers on a 1060. One of my friends in the real, I was like, yo, what you playing on? He said he's playing on a 1060. I was like, ew, why don't you just play on play on your PlayStation 5.
Bro,
if you're going to play on a 1060.
And Jack, remember, like PC gamers, they love to brag about the options and all the choices you have. Okay, so if you tell them to get a stronger machine with stronger parts so that they have a little bit of, overhead in case, something is a little bit more demanding, don't they have more choices in the settings that they can turn on? Wouldn't that be the best advice?
You think so?
Right. So PC gamers don't like choice though. They what they want.
So instead of just, let's say they get a 1080p monitor and something that's targeting 1080p, so you want them to also have to like turn off all these settings and compromise instead of maybe aiming for a little something higher. So I can actually have a little bit more customization with how I want it. I could turn this setting on, turn this on, maybe turn this to high, No, you're telling them to be poverty gamers and limit their choices. Why would you tell them that? And it's funny because y'all will make fun of like, one of the perks of PC is graphics. And then console gamers care about graphics and then you shame them for it. Oh, you only care about the graphics. Well, that's one of the things you sell people on for PC gaming, right? That's one of them.
You know why they do that, BG? This is the benefit of arguing for PC gaming because the ceiling is so high, but they want to make that price point look as low as possible in comparison to just a console gaming experience, right? So they're gonna give you the absolute bottom line, bottom feed, and you might as well play on the console at that point, right? But they're gonna give you the absolute lowest amount they could think of. Then when you buy it, you're gonna be like, what the fuck? Like this is like a PS4, my nigga. Like, what is this? Like,
you're gonna want to upgrade in 3 weeks. So now you spent your little $1,200, right, on this budget PC. And then in 3 weeks, you're like, man, I want better than this. So now you got to spend even more money on top of what you already spent when you could have saved money just by spending more money in the first place. Because
hey, we gotta get Bless Raider here, bro. Bless Raider say you
bro,
capping right now.
Jack, if I'm making this up, you can talk to any of the dudes in any of these Discords we're in that are on PC. They will tell you, bro, it is a bad idea to go budget because they experienced it themselves. I see it in these Discords all the time. Man, I went budget on my first PC. I wish I would just waited, got some more money, and then got something better. I can't tell you how many times I've seen that and heard that. And these PC liars telling you to go budget, you're gonna regret it. I'm telling you right now, you're gonna be sorry.
There's only one reason to go budget on your first PC, and that's if you're just trying to get accustomed to building one. That's the only reason I could say, like, hey, you know, I want to build. I want to see if this is for me. You're not, you know, you don't want to jump in all the way. You just want to put a foot in. Then building a budget PC is preferable. But that's the only condition I could say why you'd want to go budget.
But I feel like that time is kind of past too because it's not as cheap as it used to be to build one. So why even do that to yourself? Just save up the money and go at least medium to high end, and at least you'll get the benefits from there. Doing that 1080p machine in 2024 sounds absolutely insane.
Crazy.
I agree.
That sounds fucking crazy.
I couldn't believe this dude on Twitter was telling people to go for 1080p. Like, are you crazy?
And I mean, and that's $1,000 machine. You might as well. How much does the console cost? $400 or $500? Like, why are you spending double the amount to get less performance? That doesn't make any fucking sense.
With tech, is it ever smart to like go baseline though? Think about it. Even if you buy a TV, you gonna tell somebody get a TV that's, you know, you ain't gonna want to. Yeah, you ain't gonna want to swap out in fucking 2 years.
With technology, bro, it's always better to go stronger, go a little bit more higher end than the baseline. Because you always, and it's like the lesson they teach you. Like, listen, you could save more money right now. Yeah, right now. But you're just going to end up spending more money later. So
it does depend on if they care about the shit too. Because some people that get into PC gaming, they don't really give a fuck for real. They might be all they need.
In the situation of console gamers, though, let's be real.
No, you might as well stay on console if you're gonna do that. Yeah,
exactly. And the console gamer, yes, the console gamer cares. Like the people we know, they care about graphics, bro. They're not gonna want to play at 1080p, and you know that. So why are you got to know these people, right? So if you know console gamers and you make fun of them for caring about graphics and all this stuff, if you know that, then why are you telling them to play at 1080p? You know motherfuckers don't want to do that, and you know they care about that, dog. Also, you know they care about having the
requirements for these games are crazy. Like, why are you telling these people to get these cheap ass builds, and they might not even be able to run modern games in like a year or two? So
exactly,
what's the point? Like, look, what game came out this year and like the minimum was like a 2070. I'm like, dog, like, and they're telling people to get like a 1060 or cheap out and get a 1080. It's still a good card. I'm like, dog, you're fucking crazy. Like, you're telling these people like put $1,000 in this year, and next year they got to turn around and upgrade again. And then for years I heard, oh, you got to upgrade every year. You could wait 4 to 5 years. You're setting these people up to upgrade the very next year. Like, it doesn't make any fucking sense.
It's crazy dishonesty, bro. Yeah. Like, I can't believe they be pushing that propaganda because they're literally setting up people to just end up spending more money and be unhappy. Sure, you could play at 1080p and then you're just going to be unhappy in 3 weeks. Because you're going to see all the settings that you cannot use. You got all the shit you got to turn down. You're going to see what everybody else is playing at, and you're just going to be unhappy, bro. I'm telling you, just do it right the first time.
I mean, just save the money. Yo, you're better off. I'm saying with TVs. Don't go like low grade. Save at least to get a medium range TV or like PC, and then work your way up. Don't save the money. Don't just throw the money away like
these
that,
PC purists. They're okay with using a Domino's pizza box as a rig.
Yeah,
they're okay with that. The rest of us normal folks, we don't subscribe to that impoverished style of gaming. I'm sorry.
They like to play them old ass games anyway. They playing, Diablo, the original Diablo 2 or some shit. Like they playing the game that came out in the fucking, you know what I mean, turn of the century type shit. So they don't give a fuck about no.
Yeah,
powers.
if you play League of Legends or shit like that, I mean, all right, that's cool. But like if you're telling somebody, Final Fantasy Rebirth for PC coming out, just build a PC and get it next year and play at 1080p, you're fucking stupid.
Yeah, and I'm not telling nobody to buy a $3,000 rig either. I'm not even telling nobody to aim for 4K. Listen, I'll tell somebody, listen, in my opinion, 1440p is more than enough. Targeting 4K doesn't even make sense. I'll tell them that. But you telling them to target 1080p is nuts. That's crazy. That's wild.
How much a 1440p machine's gonna cost you? Like at least like $1,600 at minimum. So you might as well spend extra $600 just going up to the 1440p machine, but 1080p, the hell no.
Yeah, and then they gonna tell you to go cheap, and then when that shit running at like 40 frames, oh, just turn this. They gonna want you to turn everything down. Like what? Why did I get on PC to turn everything down?
Feel like you playing Minecraft? That shit crazy.
That's what Wonton had to do to play Starfield. He has like a 2070, and that shit, like he spent the whole night trying to make that shit work.
Tarek, he told you about talking about his PC, man. You gonna awaken him, bro. He told you about that shit. That boy whiny.
He's at the buffet right now. He good.
Hey yo,
Bless is saying it depends on what they want to target, bro. I don't give a fuck what you want to target. I'm trying to help you out.
Man, get Blessed here right now.
Sometimes people don't know. So sometimes people don't know what they don't know. So I'm gonna help them out and be like, bro, you don't want to target no 1080p.
Why are you targeting 1080p? Like, what's the rationale between targeting that shit? There's just nothing.
There's
like,
none.
what do you want? Like, just get a PS4 Pro. You might as well just fucking do that shit.
And
like,
honestly, if people are looking for advice on getting into PC gaming, you shouldn't be asking them what they want to target. I'm gonna be real with you because they don't know. That's the reason why they're asking for help. So you giving them bad advice. Trust me. Do not listen to
get a Series S or some shit. Like fuck that.
Don't listen to PC. If you're a console gamer, do not listen to PC purist on parts and like budget and all that shit. Do not listen to the purists because they're gonna give you advice as if they're buying the machine for themselves.
Yeah,
they're not thinking about you. I'm thinking about you and how you may feel in 3 weeks.
It is kind of weird how PC gamers they kind of shame people that like get what they want. Like I have noticed that like. Don't let you go out and get the latest and greatest. They gonna laugh at you, bro. If you pay for games, they gonna laugh at you. It's
they
like,
look down upon it.
Like you just want me to buy cheap boxes and pirate shit? Like I can't.
Like
it's never been about It's never been about PCs about choice. It's about their choice, and that's what they try to push on people.
Yeah,
it's
it's
like an Epic Game Store. I buy games off that shit, and then people on PC be like, "Oh, why the fuck are you doing that?" Like Tick does that shit. Like why are you buying an Epic Game Store? I'm like, dog, like it's not a big deal, but for some people, that's like a big betrayal or some shit. I just don't get it. But they report it as choice.
Let people buy what they want, man.
They'll still have two 1050 Ti's and SLI. That shit is at the end of its life. That shit needs to be in hospice, and you'll have a 40 and you'll have a 4090, and they'll look down on you. Are you stupid?
You gotta knock that shit in the back to make that shit start up and shit. Like
you gotta pour oil in the back of it. Get that shit and pull the fucking lever to get it chugging like it's a lawnmower. Like it's a lawnmower, and they want to talk about you. Like, are you, man? Y'all niggas nuts.
Make sure you pick up the new lawnmower from Manscaped.
Fixing that shit.
There you go, man.
Millennium Falcon and shit. Always fixing that shit.
Yeah, man. I gotta pull this lever 3 times before the shit gets started. Like
BG, Jake got pulled up for a little debate. What we doing?
Hold up, didn't Alex like buy some cheap ass welfare card? He got like open box on like some price mix up or some shit. And before that, he was running some welfare dog shit.
Shout out to Alex, man.
You don't.
Jake got in this motherfucker for the smoke.
I remember Blackbuster Critic was talking all that shit. He had like a fucking 260 or a 280 or some wild shit.
Damn.
We gotta change this. You gotta change the permission.
I did. Jay got can you?
You gotta rejoin. Okay.
No, there you go.
You should be unmuted. How are you doing, PC Purist?
Let me fall back. Well,
first of all, how's everybody doing today? Everybody doing all right?
We're doing great.
Doing good, brother.
Awesome. BG, just want to point out, what you said about the budget PC or whichever, but wouldn't you think it's based on the person's budget buying the PC that actually should be considered? If they only have like $800 or $1,000 to spend, you just kind of build around that. Isn't that the smart thing to do?
No.
Why is that?
The smart thing to
even
do.
Though that's all they have.
Save more money.
Save your money.
for
Save more money.
Wait.
Yeah, you can let them know, but hey, that's all they got. That's all they got.
Don't buy it.
All they got is time to wait.
Yeah, PC gamers used to waiting. They could wait to save some more money.
Okay, but you didn't answer my question either. You know, if I want $1 million house, you know, obviously I gotta wait there. But like the thing is that if all they have is $800 to spend, that's how much they have to spend.
Save up more.
That's it.
Save more money.
Save more money.
It's not. They stop making money as soon as they hit the
I
800.
understand what you guys are saying, but the first thing they always people always ask, how much money do you have to spend? They say $800. Well, we'll build around that.
No, that's terrible.
Don't build at all.
Don't no.
Stop
that
there's
building.
Literal subreddits called "Help Me Build a PC." The first question is asked, "How much money do you have?"
And that's a good point. But if you don't have 1,500, I'm gonna tell you to wait.
If they say
y'all having two different conversations right now.
Yeah, I know.
No, but
they said they have this much money to spend, so you build around the amount of money.
We're going to tell you that's a bad amount to spend, and wait till you have more money because it's not a good investment to spend.
So y'all would say get about between $300 and $700 more dollars. What y'all?
I'll give you a perfect example. Jack Move says he wants to buy a car.
Exactly.
Jay Guy says, Jack Move, how much money do you have to spend? He says $1,000. Now, should Jack just go out and fucking buy some 300,000 mile beater ass hoopty for $1,000?
That's gonna break down next week.
Or should he save his money and wait to buy something better?
It's the same thing.
I mean,
he should wait,
bro. I don't know his situation. You know what I mean? Maybe he needs a vehicle now.
But that's a very good point you just made. Do you need a gaming PC now? No, it's a luxury item. It's not a necessity. Unlike Glock Ninja, video games is not a necessity.
Okay, Bond, like I said earlier, there's literal subreddits to help me for people that want to know how much. Let me say it again. There's subreddits for people that want help to build a PC. I don't know what they're using it for, or they can state what they need it for, but that's how much money they have to spend. So he's built around that. But BG said earlier, yeah, it's probably a better idea to tell them to have them build something, a little more stout. But if they don't have the money for it, they don't have the money for it,
Exactly.
So on that.
No, I know. No, you could just easy. So they have $800. I'm gonna tell them to buy a console, and for gaming, buy a console.
I'm not refuting that either. I mean, that's not a bad idea either. I mean, if you want to play games, then how much? And you only got 800 or 1,000 to spend, and buy a console instead.
And honestly,
if somebody rolls up to buy a Lambo with 10 grand, like what you gonna tell them? You can't afford it. You broke.
Exactly.
And
I mean, I want to say they're broke. Though,
and the rule of thumb
is
also if you can't buy something twice, you probably shouldn't be buying it.
Well,
so
in this economy, 3 times, shit.
Well, I use sim racing for an example because like there's people that want to come in that are never done it before, and I don't know if obviously you guys don't are in that community though, but it's a slippery slope in terms of money. So we always tell people to buy the budget like wheelbase and pedal set. It's like for $300 to see if they actually like it. If they don't like it, they can try to sell it. So for PC gaming, is it a wise decision to tell them to spend $2,000 to $3,000 and find out they may not like it? I mean, what do you guys think on that?
I did make that point earlier. I said if it's your first foray into PC gaming, it may make sense to buy something entry level as opposed to breaking the bank. I did make that point. That's the only way I could see somebody going.
That's what I agree with.
If you already kind of know what you like, I feel like if you're a gamer, you're going into PC game, you know what you kind of want or what games like you have a general idea what you want to get. I don't think that someone's gonna spend $2,000. Nah, fuck this shit. Like,
well, I mean, I hear you, but it's not like it has never happened in the past. You know what I mean? But I do agree with what you're saying. But that's all I'm saying. I mean, like I'd rather go through the approach that hey, just start here to see if you like it, and then if you don't, then you didn't spend that much money. But
yeah,
then again,
I'm not.
I don't know.
Me personally, if somebody tells me that, I'm telling them don't. That's literally my answer. Don't. I'm not, because it would be bad advice. I truly believe that for me to tell you to spend that money on that amount of money on a PC. I'm just not gonna do it.
Yeah, because I have a friend that did that. He built a budget PC to begin with, and then about a year later, he ended up upgrading stuff because he wanted to see if he actually liked it. He's a console gamer. I mean, he wanted to see if he actually liked it, and he did. So he ended up, budgeting out more money to spend more money or to build a better PC. So that's all I'm saying. I mean, like, nope, I don't think you guys' points are incorrect or anything like that. But I'm just saying that based on people's money they have set aside, they just try to buy what they can.
I mean,
That's all I'm trying to say.
My first PC was a high-end PC, and I'm never going to ever not have a high-end PC. So,
My first
at least that's
PC.
just me. So,
I don't think any of you guys even born when I bought my first PC, so I'll leave it there.
All right, old man.
It was a
All right.
Windows 95 XP.
That was a good debate.
Hey,
man.
no,
That was a good
Windows
conversation.
311, man. You guys don't know about that.
311 or 3.1?
Those three. I think it was 311. It was in DOS. Majority of it was all in DOS.
Yeah. I always thought
I've
it was
never heard of that.
3.1.
What the hell? 3.1. I don't know about that.
Well, 311 or 310, whatever it was called. I mean, it's so long ago, man. But you know what I mean, Bon.
Jack, could you give Tony honorary
anyways,
Discord role?
Let me see.
Yeah, that shit was called 3.1. I don't remember it be called 3. No, 3.11. Yeah, 311.
Is Tony even in here right now?
Yeah,
bro?
he is. If you could find him,
Trying
Tony,
to
if you
see.
listen and type your name or some shit or message Jack.
Tony as in NewYokio, Tony?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
yeah.
Because I
What's his
probably
name on
screwed-
Discord?
Hold on. You probably don't want Tarek and Tony in the same thing right now. You might
Oh,
need to.
I forgot they.
Nah, they good. They good.
But y'all good now? He
Nope.
just told me he he told me he wanted
Hell, yeah.
he wanted he wanted to come on for something. So
Hey, Tony, type something in the Discord, bro. I don't see you in here, bro.
The way their beef is going, this might get the podcast demonetized.
Nah, they good. They good.
All right.
all right,
I don't even see Tony got to type something. I don't see his name.
I told him to message you. All right. So yeah. PC gamers, stop lying to these folks.
I see him.
You're only hurting them. In very possibly bad news, Sony pulled down Horizon Zero Dawn from the PlayStation Plus catalog, which by itself is not bad, but it could be a sign that the remaster or remake that was rumored a while ago that I pray to God wasn't real might be real.
They did the same thing with Last of Us, and they did. It was like another game too.
Oh God, I'm still praying it's not real, bro. It's because here, look, I'm in the minority that I actually believe that Last of Us remake was justified. There is listen, that's my opinion.
It was justified if they had factions too with it. They did not.
There is no justifiable reason for a Horizon Zero Dawn remaster or remake. Horizon Zero Dawn right now plays better than some games that come out right now.
It's already 4K 60 frames per second, right?
Yeah,
It looks better than some games that come out right now.
I'm gonna be back in a second. Don't start the Helldivers thing.
Yeah, I got you. Their age, if you go back and play, this game is only 8. Wait, Jesus, time is flying. Is it like 7 years now? 7 years old?
2017?
Yeah, 7.
Yeah. So age, it's aging great.
That's crazy. That was 7 years ago, bro. What the fuck, yo? Like, what?
It's aging very gracefully. So
podcast is sponsored by Manscaped.
Harming the game.
Summer is right
Nothing
around
is
the corner,
harming,
and
it's
lucky
not
for you,
making the
Manscaped
graphics
has
look
you
old or
covered from
anything.
head.
Oh shit! Fucking ad was playing. My bad. Yeah, the ad was playing. Yeah, nothing is harming this game that you need to come back with a remaster or a remake. So I see no point of it, bro. Like it would just be the dumbest thing I've ever seen them do. And I'm
Can we be
somebody
honest?
who is okay with remakes and remasters. It would be stupid. Yeah.
We're gonna be honest. Now we know the check got a lot of Sony mans. Sometimes it's okay to be real with yourself and others, right? You know what we're gonna call this? We're gonna call this a cash grab, okay? It's a fucking cash grab, people. It is what it is. The only thing they can do, I would say, is make the character models look better. Make the NPCs look better. That's literally the only thing they can do. The game is gonna play largely, if not the exact same. It's not gonna be no different. What the shrubbery gonna look a little bit better? Like, bruh, I could put on Horizon Zero Dawn right now, bro, and still be fucking blown away, bro. That was the first game I seen with HDR where I was like, bro, what the fuck? Like, damn, I see why I copped, PS4 Pro and all that. So, matter of fact, that's the game they used to promote the PS4 Pro. You go back and remember. So, it ain't no reason. Nah, dog.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be $70 fucking dollars on top of that.
And when the Pro launched, I think that was the first game I played on it. Cause I didn't play Horizon at launch, and to this day, I still think it looks pretty good. I mean, Forbidden West is better, but I mean, it's
and
that game's
people
still-
And people bring up the TV show, bro. We haven't even seen a trailer, a date for that TV show. Like, if the TV show was, it doesn't even seem like it's going to come out or be announced anytime soon, right? So that was another reason why The Last of Us, the TV show, we don't even know when this shit coming out.
You know why that's not a good point though? We got a perfect example, right? Fallout, they didn't re-release the game. They put out a patch, and the game is still on the top sellers right now. Twisted Metal, they canceled that game that went along with the show. Gravity Rush got something reportedly coming out, but we don't got a remake of that. And so people will go back if they. Matter of fact, they already put out a patch for patch the character models. They could give us that for free if they wanted to, truly and honestly. And guess what? People could go back, rebuy the game. They're doing it with Fallout right now. They didn't re-release the game, and it's selling like crazy right now.
And I promise you, Horizon aged better than Fallout. I mean, because
exactly.
So listen, maybe there's a chance that it's still not real. Maybe this is just they're taking it. Do they just normally take out other games out of the catalog for just randomly?
They do sometimes. They do.
I don't know.
Which also don't make sense because it's a first party title that you own. There's literally no reason. How many sales are you banking on Horizon right now? Unless the TV show come out. Then I guess if the TV show is dropping soon, they banking on them sales. So I can understand that, but yeah,
it's all sad and tragic. Yeah, I just hope it's not real.
Yeah, maybe they're releasing it so that could be the marquee title for the PS5 Pro. Horizon.
Bro, if that's, bro. Do you know how ironic it would be that was the game you promoted the PS4 Pro with and the PS5? Do you know how fucking crazy that would be, bro?
Oh, instead of anything else, that
would be the most ironic shit in the history of gaming, bro. They gonna have to do a documentary on some shit like that, Smooth. That'd be crazy, bro.
You know, it'd be a fucking amazing game to tie into the PS5 Pro. How about a Bloodborne?
You know what,
sir?
You know what else would be crazy though, Smooth? You know what you just said to work? People would eat that shit up. That would definitely work. I can see it now. They gonna use the exact same footage with the other game, but they were like, "This is the PS4 Pro, PS5 Pro version. Here you go, brother. New and improved, brother. Look at Silence." I can see it, bro. It's gonna be crazy.
Tragic.
Yo.
What's good, brother?
How are you, sir?
What's up? Not too bad, BG. Not too bad. One little thing. Why is your Discord full of so many dick riders?
Oh man.
Oh, that's why you was pulling up with that.
You are one of the biggest dick riders on here right now, BG. Nobody care about this. Nobody want to hear this nigga. This boring ass nigga.
You tweeted about me for the last 3 days. You broke bitch.
Because you've been talking about me for months, you pussy. You only hard on the internet, nigga. You only hard on the internet.
Tony, you're 3,000 miles away.
Yo, type my name in. Exactly. That's why you talk. Why are you talking about me so often? Yo, type it in. Type my name into Discord. You'll see nothing but Turek. Over 100 messages from Turek. Over 100. You only tough on the internet. You said you was living in a luxury apartment.
I do.
You got a wonderful view of Target parking lot, and you were a bitch, nigga. And you talking about fighting? Hold on. You talking? Hold on, pussy. Hold on, pussy. You talking about fighting me?
Your mother's a pussy.
You're talking about. Listen. You talking about fighting me? You talking about fighting me? Yeah, exactly. I'm 3,000 miles away. You know who's not 3,000 miles away? Your brother. Handle that fade, pussy. Handle that fade with your brother, pussy. You so stay with my dick in your mouth, nigga. Handle that fade with your brother.
Jack, you said he squashed
it. Jack said they squashed it, but
my bad.
No, this is what you
want. You gonna beat my ass or am I 3,000 miles away? You just said I was 3,000 miles away. You got a fade with your.
First of all,
yo, Tarek, you talking about other people's family. Tarek, you talking about other people's family? Your mother doesn't love you, your dad left you, and your brother doesn't respect you. Handle that fade, pussy. You talking about me? Handle that fade, pussy.
Handle your dad. Yo, time out.
Handle your fade, bro. I got the screenshot. You want the screenshot of you saying your dad walked out on you, pussy? You talking about other niggas?
You pulling tweets from 10 years ago.
You's a bitch, nigga. You's a hoe.
You blocking people. And you talking shit on Twitter.
I blocked you because you was on my dick still following me. I blocked you because you was following me. You were a fan. You a fan, and you've been a fan. You're a fan, and you've been a fan. You're a dick sucker. You're not interesting. You're a loser. You got no life. You flexing that one-bedroom apartment at 32 years old. You a hoe, nigga.
Yes, a one-bedroom apartment that you can't afford.
First of all, that's not even true. First of all, I'm 10 years younger than you, and that's not even true. I'm 10 years younger than you, and it's not true. I'll post my Phantom wallet right now with over 100 racks in it. You bitch made nigga. I'll post my Phantom wallet with over 100 racks right now. You pussy.
Yes. Post top money. I have 100 racks in mine. You saw the screenshot.
I'm more than 100 in mine. Pussy. Now what we doing?
You're a bitch.
You don't want me to post some shit? I can post some shit. You don't got more money than me. I'm 10 years younger than you. You're a loser. Black women don't like you. That's why you bringing on my ex. That's why you always bringing on my ex. You know the ex that you say that. I know you keep saying that. I know you keep saying that.
You're a pedophile.
You're a pedophile.
You can't say that on the internet.
You keep saying that, right? Tony, you keep saying that, right? You keep saying that. Everyone has that girl's. Everyone has her. Everyone has her Instagram. Everyone has her Instagram. Everyone has her Instagram. If that was true, y'all would just message her.
Tony, you're a pedophile.
Everyone has that girl's Instagram. Everyone has.
Y'all can't say that on here.
I'm not even 4 years. I'm not even 4 years older.
All right. It's time to pack it up. We gotta pack it up. We gotta pack it
We've never
up.
seen you with a woman. Correct. We've never seen you with a single woman. We've never seen you with a woman. We've never seen you with a woman. We've never seen you with a woman.
If y'all want to come to After Dark, y'all can come to After Dark. But
you're a pedophile.
You bitch ass.
You're a pedophile. You're a bitch.
We've never seen you with a woman. We've never seen you with a woman.
We've seen you with girls.
That girl
We've seen
isn't
you with
even.
girls.
I'm not even 4 years older. Oh yeah, you saw my black exes. You saw my black exes. Black women don't like you. Remember?
God.
You know what's crazy? I thought Tony was gonna come. I thought Tony was gonna come here and talk about PC, being a PC gamer.
Hold on.
Jack, who was right?
Hold on.
I think it might have been Bond, man.
What did I say?
I actually thought Tony wanted to come here and talk about because they was arguing about PC. You know, Tony's a new PC gamer. I thought he was going to come here and talk about that.
Hold on.
I might have miscalculated.
Said you bring him in here, it's going to be.
Jack said I might have miscalculated.
Yeah, it was a miscalculation.
Nigga said 5 + 5 is 15. Like, what are you?
My bad, dog. I thought everything was gonna be good. I thought it was a ceasefire in this motherfucker for a couple of minutes.
Jack forgot to carry the one. Oh my goodness!
I thought it was gonna be a ceasefire, man. I ain't know they was gonna come here and shoot.
Look.
On Sunday, shit.
Say
that for After Dark, man. Say that for After Dark.
Hey, not Tarek's not in here. Let me address Hardhead's hoe ass, sneak dissing bitch ass nigga in that bum ass tank top. Yo,
Tony,
before you talk about me, take off that dirty ass tank top, your ugly ass baby mother. Yo, keep my name out your mouth, you cocksucker. Always
Tony,
got my
we
name
can't
in your
do
mouth.
that. No, we can't do that, Tony. We can't.
Turn up the dark, man.
Nah, let that man cook. Come back to it. Let that man cook.
No, After Dark. After Dark.
No, come back there and get all your grievances out, live chitty and all this other shit.
To be fair,
we've been having some boring topics. Let that man come back and cook.
To be fair, I had to remove everybody because y'all was. I had to remove everybody. I needed to be fair. Y'all was saying some wild stuff. Y'all was saying the P
word.
Get
you some tea and crumpets and calm down, my brother. We gonna have you back there and After Dark. Good brother. That was crazy.
Y'all was dropping the P accusations and talking about people, baby mothers and all. I had to get all that out of it. Y'all can come back during After Dark mainly because the stream gonna get demonetized, brother. It's gonna get demonetized if y'all keep staying on that.
This is crazy, bro.
So
we gonna have y'all back during After Dark, man. Y'all get all your grievances out. You know what I mean?
Respect
we gonna talk
Tony.
About it, bro.
Respect Tarek. I love both of y'all brothers to death. But for the podcast's sake, yeah, I had to. I love both of y'all to death, though. Pull up to After Dark if y'all down. Y'all want to get back to gaming?
Yes.
I don't even know what's going on, bro.
Oh God. Okay.
Well, Bond is back for the Helldivers. I think that was next, right?
Yeah. So I think this happened like a week or two ago. Like the entirety of the sales data for any game that was like published on, let me see, any game. I think it was any game that Sony might have published, like ever.
First party games,
for PSN, the sales data leaked, like, and it was like a list of like 500 games.
Oh, really? Let's talk. I haven't seen them.
I put it. I dropped it in the Weapon Wheel DM, so you could actually check it out. Like, I mean, just to look at some random games. Oh, man, like Demon Souls Remake. How much did that make? That sold, and I think this is as recent of might be last year. And these are only downloads, right? So the game, this is not what the game sold physically. Also, these are only the downloads for it, the sales downloads. Like this says Demon Souls Remake sold 800,000. What else is there? Let me see. Uncharted Lost Legacy, that sold like 2 million. Let me go to a different page. What else we got? Shadow of the Colossus PS4. That sold like 1.1 million. They got some older games on here like the Jack and Daxter bundle, Everybody's Golf, Warhawk. And I can drop this in the chat too so people could see it. Like Warhawk, this looked like, if I'm tracing this right, this shit sold like 700,000 copies. You know, that was on the PS3. Astrobot VR sold 400,000 copies. Yeah, it's a lot of freaking games.
Oh wow, that's kind of impressive.
Yeah, that is impressive. Knack 2 sold, what is this? About 500,000. That's more than I thought it would. Medieval remake sold about 370,000. Is there any game specifically y'all want to know the sales for?
Gravity Rush. That's what I'm really curious about.
Is Gravity Rush called Gravity Days in Japan?
Yes.
Okay, so this says Gravity Days HD. This says 562,000.
Oh wow.
And 2?
I would have to look for 2. I assume 2. I know 2 sold less than 1. So that is probably at the, because I think these are going in order of, is this date
Ranking,
or
right?
sale?
Sales, right?
Yeah, it's ranking them, so I assume that would be like much more to the bottom.
That is such a good game. I can never forgive the Sony fanboys for that one.
Yeah, God of War Ghost of Sparta. That was 218,000. Let me see.
Damn, that's it? Wait, that's digital.
Yeah, it's only digital. Infamous 1. Wait, hold on. Infamous 1. Is this right? Oh yeah, because it sold like 100,000. That was before like buying games digitally was really a thing like that. When the first Infamous came out, people didn't really do it at that time yet during the PS3. Yeah. It's a list of 500 games. Let me put it in the chat for anybody who wants to see. Because obviously you can't go through all of it. But it's interesting data. I think this is part of the Insomniac leak. They're still like finding stuff from that Insomniac leak, apparently. So Gravity Blazer said Gravity Rush 2 sold 493,000 digitally.
Wait,
okay.
Hold on.
All right.
Oh, it's just digitally then. It's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all the PS.
Yeah,
PSN
yeah. All
sale
these numbers are digital only. Yeah.
Okay, so it probably did crack 1 million then.
Yeah, could have.
Great numbers, Sony. Great numbers, brothers.
I think all I got is this Helldivers 2 situation.
Now before we talk about this,
wait, hold on. Absolutely, Gravity Rush should not crack 1 million. If any game cracks 1 million, you know, the developers are, oh, thank you for 1 million. So like, no, that's a huge milestone that people would always celebrate 1 million.
Yeah,
Gravity Rush should not.
Not really. Square Enix didn't say anything about Rebirth yet. We're still waiting to hear about that.
Rebirth is on a game on a whole different level. Only 1 million for Rebirth will be considered a failure.
Yeah. Before we get into Helldivers 2, though, got to take one more sponsorship break, and I had to put some time between Tony and Tarek and this one.
Crazy.
So,
I told you, Bond was right. I told y'all.
Yeah. So quick break, and then we're going to come back with Jack to talk a little bit more about this. By Prize Picks. Prize Picks is sports daily fantasy made easy. It's just you against the numbers. Players predict more or less stats between 2 and 6 players of their choice from any sports league they want. The more picks you correctly predict, the more money you can win. The minimum entry amount is $5, and you'll be able to see how much your lineup of choices would pay out if you win. Use the link in the description and promo code WEAPON to sign up for Prize Picks now. All right, and we're back. Shout out to Prize Picks. Jack, you been doing anything on Prize Picks lately? Jack?
I think he muted. He's deafened.
No, I was listening to the ads. Make sure to see what you were saying.
Yeah. Done anything on Prize Picks lately? Made any bets? Put anything on any players?
I've been going to. Hey, first of all, shout out to Prize Picks for the sponsorship. You know what I mean? They showed us a little. So I have been going a little crazy with the betting on the Prize Picks. You know, the NBA playoffs is going on. So what better time to join Prize Picks than right now, right? Been getting absolutely slaughtered, if I'm being honest, with my with my NBA bets. Listen, it's always one person want to screw up. But the beautiful thing about Prize Picks, right? You don't every bet is a parlay. So, but you can always do between 2 picks and 6 picks, right? So, I be going a little crazy. I think I be knowing everything. It's always somebody gonna try to screw it up, though, right? But I've been doing what have I done? I actually won 2 bets, though. I won a bet yesterday on a baseball play that I did. Shout out to Takeoff. And I won one today with the NBA game, man. Shout out to Darius Garland, man. And, man, he going to have me in the homeless house soon. But, yeah, man, y'all check out Prize Pick, man. Code WEAPON, you know what I mean? Tap in with us, bro. It's unique, though. This is a unique app. It's not like other sports books, right? Other sports books, you might see they don't got money lines, right? So you're not betting on teams. You're not gonna go on there to say the Lakers win. It's all about the players, bro. You going on there and it don't got lines at all. It ain't, if you bet LeBron getting 15 points, negative 100, positive 100, it's not like that, right? So it might say LeBron is gonna get 30 points. It's a pick 'em app. So he either getting under 100 points, under 30 points, over 30 points. You do that between 2 and 6 players. Depending on how much you bet, how many you get right. The payout is always the same. So, it's a dope app, man. I've been tapped in with it ever since last NBA season. Y'all should try it, bro.
Yeah.
Prize Picks.
Yep. Shout out to Prize Picks. Shout out to the Knicks. Sorry to 76ers.
This guy.
Hey, man. Shit happens. Listen, I feel for Embiid, man. Like, how many times he been in this position, man? He going,
Bro,
he gonna be
Embiid,
in the Hall of Fame, but I just feel bad for the guy.
He keep getting hurt, bro.
Yeah,
him and Giannis.
He gonna be one of those amazing players that never gets a ring, and it sucks for him.
Nah, I mean,
unless he goes to LA.
He'll probably get one. He'll probably get
no.
one. I mean,
with who? You think it's gonna be with the 76ers?
I mean, yeah.
No, I don't think so.
The 76ers will get at least one in his era. This year was just
not at this rate. Hell no. No. They need somebody else, bro. They don't have a they need a wing, bro. They need a wing. They ain't got one. Tobias Harris is a fucking joke. And you know what's crazy?
Oh, God, no points, 40 million. Ugh.
Bro. So speaking of Prize Picks, I had a 4-pick play, right? 3 out of 4 things hit. I'm like, Tobias Harris, you know what I mean? I didn't realize he was having bad of a series. I'm like, okay. I bet on Tobias Harris in this play. Everything hit except that. I look up this motherfucker got 0 points, brother. In an elimination game, dog. And he's like, bro, do you know Tobias Harris is the highest paid player to never make an All-Star game in NBA history? Is he serious right now, bro?
Wow.
Get ready to learn Chinese, brother. That's all I got to say. Guangdong Tigers, y'all got a good one, man.
We're going to be right there with them.
This motherfucker's crazy, bro. What is going on?
Yeah. The Guangdong Tigers?
And y'all got a good one, man. Hey, shout out to Tobias Harris, man.
That's crazy.
Jesus.
All right. Now on to the Helldivers 2 controversy, as the people in the UK say it.
Hold on, BG, real quick. I need clarification. I know you already know your answer, but somebody that was previously in here, they said they wanted to speak on this topic. I don't know if you're trying to add them back or. Tarek said he was originally here to talk about Helldivers too. He said he's not gonna bring up. He said he's not gonna bring up no fuck.
All right. As long as it's not no fuckery, he can come.
He said
back
he ain't gonna bring up. He said he promised he's not gonna speak on no fuckery. That's what he told me.
All right, cool. Bring him back in. You know.
All right, Tarek, man.
Tarek, it was nothing personal. You know, I had to protect.
Is
the
he
stream.
still in the Discord?
Yeah. I
Okay.
I didn't kick him out. You know, I mean, I ain't bond. I just disconnected him. Had to protect the podcast. You know.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, you were a little late on that, BG. Jesus.
You know, I'm bad with Discord. I was literally looking for the button. I was like, "Yo, which button is it? I can't find
I was
it."
about to do it.
Yeah, I'm bad. I'm bad with it.
All right, man. Save all the fuckery for after dark, man. All right, we.
I'm good.
All right. Good shit.
All right, Helldivers 2. So Arrowhead announced that starting, I forgot the actual dates, but I think it's the end of this month, is a date for new players, and then it's another date for, I think, current players. They will require you to link your PSN account on PC, on Steam, in order to continue playing Helldivers 2. The requirement was there at launch, but because if you remember, they had a whole bunch of technical issues there at launch, they waived and removed the requirement at that time with the intention to bring it back later, I guess, but they never really warned people about this. In 2 days, you know, Helldivers 2 is a beloved game from PC gamers. You know, it was, the rating, the reviews on Steam was very positive, overwhelmingly positive. In 2 days, they got 100K negative reviews on Steam, and now it's like now it's overwhelmingly negatively reviewed. Helldivers 2 got delisted on Steam in regions that don't support PSN, because that was a question people were asking. Well, PSN isn't in a bunch of countries and a bunch of territories. So what are they going to do? So it's actually been delisted from Steam now, so you can't buy it if you live in those countries and territories. It's 117 countries apparently. That's what people are reporting. The community managers seem in the Discord, the Helldivers 2 Discord, seem really kind of pissed off at Sony and at the players, because like they're caught in the middle. So they're like, bro, I don't know what the fuck you want us to do. This isn't their choice. They're saying this is Sony's choice. It's Sony's game. They're the publisher. So yeah, there's some decisions that they can't do anything about. The CEO says he's trying, he's trying to like, mitigate the situation, do the best he can. But yeah, PC players are pissed off. I'm gonna let y'all go first. I have, plenty to say. I'm gonna let y'all go first.
I'll go first. This is kind of a wild situation. To me, I think it's a clear overreaction, but at the same time, if they knew this from the beginning, why didn't they say this? Because you have comments from community managers, devs, or people affiliated with the game that say, oh, we knew about this 6 months ago. But again, this is a situation where they were riding that high wave that they probably didn't want to announce that because they didn't want to disrupt anything. And they were probably thinking, oh, we'll deal with it, when we get to that bridge, when we cross it. Now they're at the bridge and, they're having to deal with it. My issue is this. If you want to be able to link your PSN account, you should be allowed to. But to make it mandatory and force people, and hell, I don't even know how this works at 177 countries. I can't even name 177 countries. So, Alexa, how many countries are in the world? Let's hear it.
300.
So there's 195 countries in the world today, and they're saying that this game is banned in 177? Is that real?
Yo!
That's
I guess so.
That's great.
That's crazy.
Let's fact check. Let me see.
I just asked Alexa. She said there's 195 countries in the world. So let's do that math right now. 177 divided by 195. That means this game is now banned in 90%. That means people in 90% of the countries in the world now can't play this game. If Alexa is right, there's 100 and whatever countries in the world. Mm-hmm. That's crazy. And look, if this is a mandatory Sony policy, okay, cool. But sometimes you got to read the room. Like, what are the pros and the cons of putting this and making this mandatory? It's like, let's look at it this way. Even beyond the outrage, right? Let's just remove the outrage. What benefit do you get from, let's look at it. What benefit do you get from banning 90% of your countries from playing your damn game? What benefit is that? Like, who is making these decisions? Likewise, now we have the community managers, the moderators, and the social media advocates of the community that work for this company are a bunch of multicolored haired irregulars. That isn't making the situation any better. But that's a whole topic for another day because, like, Sony, you finally get a good multiplayer game, and now they're doing everything they can to sabotage it. That's all I got to say.
This is kind of funny, right? Even though we had an argument about to satisfy one platform, you will risk to get the most out of one platform, you pretty much not get nothing out of everybody else. In this case, you have the world, and because of this whole PSN thing, you lose 90% of it. That's crazy.
Yeah,
but
I didn't even know that, Smooth. Did you? That there's only 195 countries and 177 are banned? That's nuts.
Now, I was thinking of those numbers. I thought there was at least 500.
I mean, I'm agreeing with Smooth on this one.
At least, because you got all those upskirt countries like what, Croatia or some shit like that. Like I think there's about a good 90 of those. But damn, yeah, that's Now I will say this, right? I have no issue with the requirement of being logged into an account, whoever owns the platform, because everybody does it. Microsoft, 2K, Ubisoft, whatever. It's just the way the world works in gaming now. The issue that they have is that you launch the game's been out 3 months, thriving, right? And now you're going to enable this to be like, now it's a requirement. So you have until this date. I think that's where the problem is that they're making this requirement to existing customers. New customers, actually fine. But when you're in a situation like this is something you grandfather in. New games moving forward, sure. But you got this thing riding hot, and this is like a gem you found, and you don't want to fuck that up. So in a situation like this, if I'm Sony, Arrowhead, whatever, it's like, all right, new customers moving forward as of May 1st, so I can, satisfy PlayStation's numbers and whatnot. We will require the login. But everybody that bought the game prior to that, they grandfathered in. And the fact they're not backing off this, like, they don't care about no damn reviews, refunds. They're not backing off this. Those logins mean more to them than anything else right now. And I don't know why, but.
Yeah, I agree, Stu. That's crazy. Even crazier, they just banned 90% of countries across the world from playing the game is even more wild.
This is 100% on PlayStation, Sony PlayStation. I agree with everything Smooth and Bond said. It was just bad surely they had to have known all these countries do not, even somewhere like China, they should have known China don't allow PSN, right? So even though I can't put all the blame on Sony, because when you buy this game, clear as day, it says PS Plus is a requirement to play this game, having an account. So like BG said earlier, it's a nuanced discussion. I think, me personally, and I don't know if this is an easy fix or not, but it seemed like it would be. I think it's possible to do this, and they should do this. They should just waive that requirement in countries that do not allow PSN. That's it. In certain countries, and I also found out certain countries that do allow PSN, but the only way you can have PSN is if you own a PS5 or a PS4. So that's counterproductive too for them, right? So Sony planned this horribly. Again, what's new, right? So this bodes horribly for two things they're trying to implement right now. They're trying to do the PlayStation overlay, which is essentially signing the PSN through Steam or wherever you're playing these games at. Mm-hmm. People clearly don't fucking want that. Even when I mentioned it on Twitter, it was people that was responded that don't follow me. They're not in the community. They were like, nobody on PC fucking trophy. So clearly they don't even really want the shit according to them. And if they ever wanted to make a PlayStation launcher on PC, it's gonna fail miserably, right? Because they're gonna try to do that and take the games off Steam. And you know how PC gamers act when you don't have Steam in the equation. So I think they should try to find their best to waive this requirement in places that is not around. The only thing that bothered me about this whole situation as far as people complaining, I'm never going to side with the corporations with shit like this, but this is my thing with a lot of PC niggas, bro. Y'all don't give a fuck for real, especially if you in America. You don't give a fuck for real because y'all are using this as a excuse to complain about this shit. You know what I mean? Because like,
hold on, Jack. I disagree. Initially, I would have agreed with you, but when they're banning 90% of countries from playing the game, that can hurt the overall player base and people trying to play the game.
Okay, let me ask you a question, Bob. In your experience, everybody you play with, are they in America?
No, but I'm saying
I understand what you're saying.
Multiplayer games need player counts to survive. We make fun of Halo. We make fun of plenty of games for not having high player counts, for diminishing, for lack of players.
Absolutely.
We're banning 90% of countries from playing their game. That could be that might not be a problem today, but that could be a long-term problem in the future.
Absolutely. But there not to do the straw man argument, there are tons of games that require online additional login steps in America that people do with little to no complaining, and it's probably those are also banned in other regions, and nobody gives a fuck. Matter of fact, Sumo posted one earlier. GTA, in certain countries, you have to have GTA Social Club to use that, and it's not in other countries, and nobody's complaining about the shit. I mean, so
again, this is the new hotness, though. Those are older games.
That's true too. That's true.
This is happening here right now, and then it also came back that they knew about this 6 months ago, and that they didn't come out and they weren't transparent about it. It's to the point where Steam is offering refunds.
No, and that's true too. It should have never been. If they knew this was going to be an issue going forward, it should have never been able to be purchased in those regions. So that is very dishonest. And they shouldn't have, even if it got the disclaimer, people don't read fucking disclaimers, man. Like, so I'm never going to blame the users at the end of the day. I just feel like some of the niggas I'm seeing on time, it's a little dishonesty because they don't never give a fuck about nothing else until it's time to, raise the pitchforks. They ain't got the energy for shit else. But now that they see they can hop on the bandwagon with some anger shit, they all with it. But it's just a disaster.
I don't know why Valve makes it a requirement. Valve should allow it to be an option to sign into other required third-party, I don't know, software or user bases or online network stuff, but Valve should not make it to be a requirement. This is part of the reason why I don't ever play Ubisoft games on PC, or sometimes EA games, because every time I log in, log into your EA Play account, log into your Origin, I'm like, I don't want to do that, just let me play a damn game.
It was definitely a lack of research and knowledge going on. They had to have known, like, okay, you can't even use PSN over here, bro. Like, how the fuck you gonna make this mandatory? Yep. Like, come on.
So they essentially knew that they were going to screw over 90% of countries within 6 months.
You know what they called it, BG?
Honey dicking.
They got honey dicked. They got honey dicked.
That's crazy.
Man, that's the theme of the show.
Yeah.
You might as well change the title of this episode to the honey dicking episode.
They got honey dick, bro.
That's crazy.
Sony are a bunch of scumbags, though. Like, you would think that with this whole new initiative to make live service games, and they got a game that literally did 20 and 30 times better than they ever thought would, they would do everything they could to keep it goodwill. But if you go into the message boards and you see the mods and you see these blue-haired feminist Super Saiyans that have activated feminist instinct and ultra feminine instinct and all that stuff, like, it is absolutely insane. Their whole board is overrun by irregulars, and it's awful.
You bring up 2 points too, but every game going forward that has online, like, they hop on the game server, man. If they keep this requirement, they're gonna have to not release any of those games in them 170 countries. On top of that, Matt Piscatella, he said with the inclusion of the PC sales numbers, this is the 7th highest grossing game in PlayStation's history. Not this year.
This isn't a PlayStation game. This is a PC game.
That's what I'm saying, bro. So the 7th best-selling game of all time as far as the PlayStation platform is concerned. Like, come on, bro. They're gonna have to revert this.
Yeah,
bro.
60-40.
And here's the long-term ramifications of this. If Sony comes out with another PlayStation game that's multiplayer and puts it on Steam, the PC gamers might not support it because they're going to remember this. You know these PC gamers are petty and don't forget it.
Co-op, yeah.
Yeah, co-op, any type of multiplayer.
Tarek, go ahead.
No, I just think I have a problem with them pulling it from the countries that obviously bought it, and because the CEO lifted the requirements, I feel like there should be some type of bypass for those countries because I mean they already bought it. But what I'm not gonna like haggle on is like requiring to sign in because mostly every publisher requires you to sign in now. So I don't think that's a big deal. But I don't see the outrage of people who already signed in who have a PSN account just can't sign in. And the thing is, the people from these countries, I haven't heard too much. If you look on the list of countries that are listed on there, none of these people online are from those countries, dog. It's people that have PSN. That's what I think. Like, there's no one from Madagascar saying, "Oh fuck, man, fuck Sony." It's people from fucking UK, US, and
that's because the people from Madagascar probably can't use online to get over.
Well, that's the point. That's the point that I'm trying to make. So the people, it's like when white people got outraged for black people. I'm like, dog, you're not even from these fucking countries. What are you talking?
Some of them countries are too poor to even be like gaming too.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, it's levels to
the countries with actual access, or most people playing these games from, and I'm pretty sure Sony has the data of people who are playing, or where most of the sales are coming from. It's from the places that have PSN already. My issue is if you got a PSN account or you don't have one, it's a 2-minute sign up. Just fucking sign up and do it. It's not taking that much of your time. It's a free account to sign up in. You do it already for Microsoft games. We do it on PlayStation for Microsoft games. Like for Sea of Thieves, don't you got to sign into an Xbox account or some shit like that?
Yeah, you do. You do.
So
aren't they saying that you have to have a PS4 or PS5 and a PSN account or you can't do it?
Certain countries is like that. Certain countries is
like that. But in the main countries I'm talking about, where Helldivers is mostly played at, it isn't. You don't need that.
Yeah, you don't need a PlayStation to make a PSN in America. You don't.
Yes, I just don't think. I think people are a vast majority of people who are bitching about it are just bitching just to bitch, and that's about it.
Yeah,
I mean, 107 countries. I'm sorry, man.
But look at that list of countries, and you tell me which country you can recognize on there. Smooth.
I mean, does that change the principle or the facts?
No, because I want to know the player base of those countries, how much it actually adds to that entire player base. Because we're talking about a handful of people. Yeah, maybe they should get grandfathered in without doing it. But if we're talking about the bulk of people who are playing this game, it's not there. So
they got the metrics. They gon' if it's really gonna hurt their bottom line, they gonna convert it. But if it don't, they don't say
they're
fuck
doubling down on it because they know most people who are playing these games have access to PSN. And you know how PC gamers are. They bitch about everything. If their status quo gets changed a little bit, they're gonna complain about it. And I personally think they should stand their ground with this shit. Fuck them. Like if they don't want to do it, just let them do it. Like don't play the game anymore.
So Jay God, I'm gonna let you go before me, just for extra context. So as of right now, this could change, very quickly, or after this is implemented. But as of right now, even though it's got like 100K negative reviews in 2 days, the actual Steam player numbers pretty much remain the same. So that's the kind of weird part, because when you see 100K negative views, because lately the game averages 110, 115 at peak hours, right, on Steam. Yesterday, it was at the exact same amount that it does nightly at the peak hours. So that's a little strange. I expected like the outrage to like a 40K dip.
So that means it's either a vocal minority or people are capping and they still playing the game, even though they're claiming outrage.
Yeah, and it could change after this is implemented. It could be people are like, all right, I'm gonna get my time in the game while I can, but after they implement this, I'm gonna boycott. Maybe, I don't know.
Those are people that might be people in other countries too that they ain't got banned yet too. Yeah, that's true.
That could be, and also, so PC game on Steam, they're now downvoting and review bombing other PlayStation games that have nothing to do with Helldivers. They're just review bombing everything now. That PlayStation.
Ghost of Tsushima Legends, which is a co-op mode, it also has that PSN, that PSN requirement. Yeah. So,
well, okay, Jack, I don't know. I'm not sure about that because Sucker Punch, they made the game, right? Ghost of Tsushima. They came out and said they stated. See, like you guys said earlier that I think Bond said it, that it can affect other PlayStation games. So Sucker Punch came out I think yesterday and said our game doesn't require PSN to log in. So already the threat is already there.
No, the co-op does though.
No, they said their game does not require
the single player.
All I read from the headline was they said their game. They didn't specify.
No, you got to reread it. It's, okay, so look, so it got the single player game, and then it got the whatever the co-op Legends co-op. So the single player game, you don't need nothing to play that. But the Legends co-op, you need to sign in with that shit.
Okay,
well, it's like 2 different. Yeah,
I'll find another article and read that. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying that they came out and spoke out because the threat is already there. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So what Bond said earlier is viable. Also, a lot of people are upset because Sony went ahead and changed their the EULA or end user license agreement on their site. Before it said it was optional for multiplayer games on PC, and then they changed it without telling anybody that hey, now you need it. So that's why people are upset. Also, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say that opened them up to a class action lawsuit. They can prove that though.
Yeah. Then
they get sued for that. Yeah.
Yep. Then I think Tarek was saying that PC guys were just downvoting or what have you. The community manager from Helldivers had told them to go ahead and do it. So that's what they did.
No, I mean, I'm talking about them complaining about deciding before even that happened. I'm talking about the original outrage. That shit was just dumb. People were like, oh, because I think someone said, I don't want to sign to unsecure network, and like Steam has not been hacked before. So, I mean
Steam, yeah. No network is bulletproof. I'll give you that though. But for them to say Sony is secure is kind of laughable at some points. You know what I mean? I'm not saying it's being held together.
That's my issue. Nothing they sign into secure. You can sign into Ubisoft, they've been hacked. You have to sign into they've been hacked.
I agree. I'm not disagreeing or anything. But
So that's why I don't get what the issue is this time then.
Well, for me, it's not like a painstakingly issue or anything because I have a PSN account. It's dormant, but I have one. When I bought the game, it was 3 weeks after launch. I just played it and there was no issue. And then all of a sudden now you're making me sign in, to play the game, which I didn't have to do before. And yeah, I can go ahead and sign in with my account, but it's like, why do I gotta do it now when before I didn't have to? You know what I mean? It's like, why are you forcing my hand? So I know other games do it, like EA and all that stuff. It works from day one, though. But I think an end result, people voicing their opinion might be able to change the landscape for games coming out in the future, not just from Sony. I don't know. I mean, like the fact that people don't want to do that or dislike it, it might change the whole, login thing for future games that come from EA or whomever. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm gonna guarantee something. When Rockstar makes y'all log into their thing through Steam, no one's gonna bitch about it.
Oh, I don't care about Rockstar games, but you're probably not wrong about that either. You're not wrong about that.
But here's the thing: Rockstar isn't making you connect to something that is a PlayStation that would ban you. That'd be a PC only thing.
No, I'm just saying, if you have to log, my thing is you have to log into some other publisher's website or whatever or system in order to play the game anyway. Whether it's EA, Ubisoft, it doesn't matter. PlayStation at this point is the publisher. So I'm just saying, if their issue, a lot of people's issue is they don't want a secondary sign-in. And I'm like, well, y'all been doing this for quite a while now. What's the change?
Well, like I said earlier, it was an option. It was optional from Sony themselves. They said that.
That wasn't.
And then they ninja and changed the verbiage to make it. Well, some games need it. So like just in real time, they changed their policy.
They should have never made it option.
They should have never made it option. Multiplayer game to come out though. Before that wasn't a multiplayer game on PC.
Yeah, but they changed his verbiage just recently, like a day ago. You know what I mean? So so if that's the case, does that mean like games going forward, like the next multiplayer game should be that, or just games in the past?
All the multiplayer games are going to do that. Because
you know what they got to do? They're gonna have to weigh it, right? They're gonna say which one do we stand to lose more money and gain more, putting our PSN ecosystem on PC and trying to merge them and getting money that way, or negating and separating it completely and giving the PC community what the fuck they want. They're gonna have to be, which one do we gain to stand more from? Which one we gonna lose the most? That's what they're gonna have to figure out, bro.
This whole situation is dumb because the only reason they're doing this is so they can brag about the overall PSN numbers because they just want to include all those Helldivers gamers and say, "Oh, look, we have X amount of PSN accounts."
Monthly active user. Yep, monthly active
that's
user.
all they want. That's all they want.
Cooking
And
the
honestly, they games for Windows Live themselves on PC right now. They have made PlayStation Network toxic on PC, and I hate using that word, but it's kind of what it is.
Nobody gonna fuck with it now.
So
yeah, and I wouldn't be shocked if Ghost of Tsushima sales aren't high. And maybe one way they can fix this. I mean, I think some of you guys want to play this game is releasing Bloodborne on PC. That'd be one way people can just forget what just happened. You know what I mean?
Oh, you mean change the news
begging for that game to come out with more higher frame rate. So that's one way to the kind of like, you know.
I mean,
kill
that
the
is
noise, I
a,
guess.
that is a Sony tactic. Change the news to something positive to get away with something
they always
bad.
get something in the tuck, you know
they
that.
usually do that, something like that.
But you know what's gonna happen though? In 2 or 3 years, when this becomes commonplace to sign in, no one's gonna remember this shit.
I mean, yeah, but me personally, I'm getting tired of signing in a lot of shit. Almost everything you buy, like let's think about it. Everything you buy, electronics or whatever, you gotta create an account, attach an account to it. It's like, God damn.
No, it's definitely irritating.
Can I just buy this? Like for instance, I'll use my PC for example. I have the all-in-one cooler. I have to, in order to use its features, I got to create an account just to use it. I'm like, the hell?
So
I'm with you on that, man. I just bought
on like their mice and things.
I just bought 2 Google powered TVs, and you literally have to log into it to use it. I was like,
that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, no, bro. I couldn't, like, for example, my kids, they got like a child account, right? And I have a general Google. They have like regular Gmail, right? But I have like kind of the whole 9. They literally have to switch my name to pick the HDMI option. That's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, like granted, my computer stays cool still, but I shouldn't have to, or we shouldn't have to do this. Like at one point, does somebody say, okay, that's enough? You know, like when?
It's all about ecosystem, man. They trying to get you in. You know, they try even with games on NBA 2K, bro. Like I was doing it where I wasn't using my email, or I did something, bro. Every 2-3 times I turn on, put in your 2K email, put in your Square Enix email on different. Like, bro, I don't want to do this, bro. EA, like all that shit is all about the ecosystem and how much they can get money from. Bro. That's all this shit.
Yeah. So
that's all I want. I mean,
so here's my thoughts, right? So one hand, right? PlayStation, Sony should know the PC audience. Well, I don't know if they do, but I'm saying you have to know your audience. You can't treat everybody the same, right? I know, like Jack calls PC dudes PC terrorists. These are dudes you got to negotiate with. You have to negotiate with these terrorists, right? You have to, because they are not. They are the one fan base that they have these arbitrary set of rules and principles and virtues that they stand by no matter what. A lot of times their principles don't even make sense to me, and it seems like their priority isn't even gaming a lot of times because they're fickle, and PC gamers, they're fickle, and they just don't like anything that interrupts their regiment or their normalcy, their normality, right? So if anything changes, they don't like it. They don't fuck with it, bro. We've talked about this with in regards to Xbox. PC gamers don't want to do anything different. They don't want to use a different browser. They don't want to go anywhere else to play anything. They just want to turn on their PC, use Steam, and that is it. Anything that falls outside of that, they're like, no, we're not doing it, right? So they're honestly, and I can make this analogy because I have people in my family. I have.
You're gonna say autism because autistic people, when they get off
Yep.
their schedule, they start rampaging.
PC gamers act autistic. I'm not even joking. PC gamers act autistic. Have you ever seen, for example, like you've probably seen shows?
Raging.
Yeah, they throw temper tantrums. An autistic person, right, or somebody on the spectrum. Somebody on the spectrum, right? They have a regiment of something they do every single day. They do it the same way every single day. Nothing changes. And when one thing interrupts that, and throws them off of their regiment and how they're used to doing things. They throw temper tantrums and they lose it. They start hitting themselves. They start losing it. They start crying. They start raging. They lose it. And that's how PC gamers literally act when it comes to any change in regarding PC gaming. They don't want to, even because what we're talking about right now is, as Tarek said, is literally something that is absolutely free that probably takes you a minute to do, and they are losing their fucking minds, bro. It's the same thing, like, you know, if you ask them to download a different browser.
PG. Again, this goes deeper than just the PSN thing. The moderation community and all the irregulars and ultra feminine stink and all that blue-haired craziness going on in the mod things when they want to have multicolored capes and stuff. That's all going down in this community right now too.
Yeah, and it's like, even though the PC gamers are absolutely weird and strange with their behavior and the things they get upset about, that no other fan base is really going to get upset about, that's how they are, and they're not going to change. Because anybody that even like also comes to PC, they try to like spread that, you know, that culture and indoctrinate people to be like that also. They think they're activists, and they try to stand for something, right? No matter how silly we think it is, they pick something and they stand by it, and they willing to die for it. That's the audience that you're dealing with. And Sony should know that. You can't treat them like you treat console gamers, because
console gamers don't have a choice.
But I also think
have no choice.
Like BG right now, like you got like community managers in their Discord calling certain fans abusers of women and like wild stuff. They're labeling people that are going against them like far right influencers that attack women in their like, it's getting wild on their message boards right now.
Goddamn disaster, man.
So are PC dudes overreacting and being ridiculous? Absolutely. But you got to know your audience, and that's who they are. So you have to meet them where they're at. you got to. So I think the bigger issue is for them is not even that you necessarily have to sign out. Once again, as we established, they don't like change. So I think the bigger issue for PC gamers is, don't do this. We don't want to do this now. If this was established from the beginning, it probably wouldn't be so bad. But once again, they don't like any type of change. So yes, Sony is wrong, because you should know your audience and you should work with your audience. You should meet them where you're at. On the other hand, real quick, yes, Sony owns the game. They can technically do what they want with it. And PC gamers are also, when it comes to something that PC gamers want to do, they don't care how much time it takes. They're going to do it.
They'll wait for the game too. They'll wait a year for the game.
PC gamers will wait for a game. PC gamers will spend time fixing a broken game if they want to play it. PC gamers will, the ones that pirate, they will go out their way to get an emulator running optimally. They'll find the best websites and make all the customizations.
They'll go against Nintendo.
Bro, they will do everything in their power to play a game and to fix something they care about. But they isolate and select something like this that, like, no, you just got to sign up for it. It takes a minute. No, I'm not doing it. But if they need to fix a game, bro, they'll explain. They'll explain. That's my cat. They'll explain to you, what you need to do. This game wasn't running. I had to go into the games folder. I had to verify the files. Then I had to go back into the folder, and then I had to delete this file. I had to download this file from this website, replace it right there. And then I realized, the game won't run when the sun is out. So I had to wait for a full moon. And then I realized the game only works on Wednesdays. So I tricked my computer into thinking every day is Wednesday. They'll do all that shit to make a game run. Ridiculous. They'll go through ridiculous lengths, bro. And I'm not making this up. Y'all know I'm telling the truth.
You made up the whole last part for sure,
bro. I've seen
it's an analogy.
It's an analogy. I know. I've seen PC gamers do ridiculous things, is what I'm saying, when it's something they want to do. But you ask them to make a PSN account, oh my nigga, Bring out the nukes.
Okay, BG, let me ask you something. So there's players that have been playing since, for 3 months that are part of the countries that's been delisted. So what do you tell them then? All the time they spend into the game and now they can't play it.
They're being wronged.
Have a legitimate problem.
Yeah, they're being wronged. But the PC gamers that are using that for an argument, they're frauds. You're an absolute fraud.
That was my thing.
So BG, so do you support the gaming community or no?
I support logic. I'm never gonna be the person that tells you, oh, I'm gonna side with the gaming community, because I've seen the gaming community complain about a lot of dumb shit. So no, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna be. People want me to be the player and the consumer first person. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna be, because I've seen y'all complain about needing a quarter to take off a mount. I've seen y'all complain about optional microtransactions. I seen y'all complain about a 2-gen old controller not working with a new console. I've seen y'all complain about a lot of dumb things.
You know what it
so
is,
no, I'm not siding with the players either all the time.
I think I speak for everybody here when I say this. Nobody's mad at the message just being just put out. We just upset at the messengers. That's it. Like it's a whole bunch of the people that say this shit is a whole bunch of don't affect me BG type niggas. They're saying this shit. Like they using this to complain about something. They don't really give a fuck. Bro.
They don't really have an issue with this. It's like, oh, we got something to latch on. It's content. It's engagement requirement. It's like, oh, this is easy. I can make a video about this. Oh, I can make a post about this. Twitter, you make money off of posts.
What they call that shit virtue signal? It's virtue signal.
Yeah, because
dog, this is not a big deal. No one really gives a fuck about this.
This
no one's going to sleep.
PC.
No
what I'm saying, the PC gamers complain about this. They don't give a flying fuck about some dude in Kyrgyzstan who can't play Helldivers.
Exactly.
I don't care.
Wait, is that a real country?
But
no, I made it up.
But BG, you said earlier that PC gamers tend to complain about a lot of things. But the thing is that what other outlets does any type of gamers have to say something? I mean, console guys, I guess, make videos and post things on Twitter, but that doesn't get recognized. What gets talked about and articles written when a lot of people go to Steam and thumb down a game or whatever, those get spoke about. So I guess you could say the PC community is the most
united.
They voice their opinion in other ways that get spoke about versus console gamers. Isn't that right? Or
sure,
no?
I respect that, but I don't. You never cared about these people prior to this. If this wasn't something
that live overseas,
sure, but okay. If this wasn't something that benefited their argument, they would not care about those gamers. They're only using this as leverage. They don't care about those gamers over there.
They don't want to do it in America, so they're gonna bring up the fact that, oh well, someone in Zimbabwe can't log in either.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how they trying to frame it. You see what I'm saying? I would be happy if they would just be like, they can't use over there, which is fucked up. But at the same time, I don't want to do the shit because they bringing in all this other shit that they know they don't give a fuck about in their argument.
Because this isn't the first game. Because obviously, PSN hasn't been in these 177 countries. That didn't just start yesterday or 2 days ago. It's been like that. So and they've sold games there before, and PSN wasn't available. Where was y'all outraged before that these people didn't have that access?
Like I think Returnal is like optional if I'm not mistaken. Like you don't need it. It's a single player game. But it's not needed.
Look, I think they should get rid of, bro. This is my thing. If you arguing for against them doing it, and your first argument is niggas in other countries, you already lost, in my opinion, bro.
Exactly.
Like that's you don't care about niggas.
That's my thing. Don't use that argument. I get what y'all are saying. Don't use that argument. That argument is nonsense, right? I hate when people use the argument of looking out for the little guy. Bro, when you start doing that, because you don't care.
It's not genuine, bro.
It's fake.
Okay.
It's fake. Come on, bro. Let's be real. Nobody cares when you playing a video game. Nobody's thinking about some dude in another country. Nobody cares. You're thinking about your own experience.
If they truly care, they will stop playing it themselves, right? Is everybody that's upset about this gonna stop playing? Are they gonna refund the game?
We'll find out.
So like I said, I get that you don't. So I get that you don't like the change. Stick by the argument that you don't like the change. Don't bring up some imaginary Peter Pan nigga you never met and some nigga that lives a million zillion miles away. That come on, bro. No, don't bring that up. So just bring up your case that affects you and why it is bothering you. That's what I'm saying. So, and that's the point. So Sony is, like I said, Sony has blame in this. Nobody's saying they don't, because you shouldn't disrupt. You shouldn't disrupt how things are going with Helldivers 2. And you should have known the audience would have rebelled against this. So you could have at least rolled this out better. There would have been a better way to roll this out so that the PC gamers wouldn't be so upset. This wasn't the proper way to handle it. So people
literally could have rolled it out and just not made it mandatory. That way they would have got their PSN numbers up, and if anybody wanted to complain, the counter argument would be, well, okay, if you don't want to use it, don't use it. But if you want to link it and get trophies, you can.
I agree with that.
True. That is
so
true.
I agree with that it should be optional. I think they're doing it to because they want all the future PlayStation games for people to log in. So I absolutely agree with that.
Let's be real, bro.
I absolutely agree with that, as Sony's corny for that. But I'm also agreeing that PC gamers are absolute freaking bozos and weirdos to complain about signing in. Listen, I don't like to sign into stuff, right? Like when it comes to when I buy a game, I just want it to boot up, right? Like if I got to play Battlefield, I don't want to sign. If I'm playing through Steam, I don't want to sign into EA. I don't want to do that. And I'm somebody who's very tolerant and stuff like that. I don't want to do it, but I do it anyway. I'm not about to die on a hill of protesting and boycotting sign-ins, because gaming is just a little bit more important to me than complaining about a sign-in. I think PC gamers, I think the freedom of PC gaming is more important to them than actually gaming. I don't think gaming is the most important thing to them.
And also, BG, yeah, I know it's satire in the game, but the game talks about freedom and democracy. So the option to do it is that goes against the whole thing being free.
Sure, I get you.
I know it's satire, but it's come on. And what I said earlier, BG, at one point, do you say I'm tired of signing into things?
But my thing is, listen, I'm not the biggest fan of it, but it's also very much a first world problem. Oh my God, I gotta type in words. I gotta type in a password. It's annoying, but bro, to play a game that I want, for me personally, there is nothing that can really stop me from playing a game that I want. You know what I'm saying? So to me, PC gamers are the opposite. They'll stop playing a game they absolutely love at the drop of a dime at one inconvenience that they don't like. To me, that's insane.
Well, you also got to figure they're already PC gamers to their degree are already tolerating a lot of what Arrowhead is doing because of that whole anti-cheat. So they got lucky to get by that anti-cheat, to be honest. But now
I want to say the anti-cheat they have is goes to the I forget where it writes itself, but
it's very intrusive. It constantly crashes the game. So to be honest, to me, they were lucky to get by that, and then now they're rolling the dice again. Yep, Sony is just dumb on this whole thing.
Yeah, it's just too much for me to be upset about and disqualify myself from and to worry about. It's if you subscribe to this PC gaming ideology. Oh, it's got SBI. Oh, I can't play that. Oh, it's got sign-ins. Oh, I can't play that. Oh, it's got microtransactions. I can't play that.
Always a new thing, man.
It's always something that stops y'all from doing what y'all want. I'm not going to allow that to stop me from playing something I want.
I don't play games that are $70. I stopped that. They started selling them that price.
But here's the problem. They rolled up into the hood and they started serving everything with a shitload of mayonnaise. That ain't gonna work. You gotta know your audience.
I agree.
You know how consumer products work now.
They rolled up into the hood and said, we're gonna make a potato salad, coleslaw, and mayonnaise stand. That ain't gonna cut it, dog.
Let me ask y'all a question. Do y'all think, because we seen how this is playing out, do you think that Sony will revert their stance?
No,
I don't think they will.
Me personally, I would think they would, because it's just too much of a PR mess. Like I said earlier, what do you tell the people that put 3 months in that they can't play anymore? It's So you put a sour so pause. You put a sour taste in their mouth. So like they may not buy no Sony product going forward. Granted, it might be a drop in the bucket the amount of money they may spend, but still, it's still a customer though. You got to treat all customers equally. I mean, that's just what it is.
I agree.
But you know what the thing is? The bulk of people that are not in those countries, is not going to make a big difference. I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but I'm saying it's not going to.
I hear you. But like I said earlier, you got to treat all customers equally. So like,
but in a perfect world, but we don't live in a world. These companies don't give a fuck about us.
I understand, but
they don't care.
I understand what you're saying, and I don't disagree with you. But for a business, you want to satisfy the customer. I mean, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
like I think, like what people said earlier, it should be optional, and going forward, make it mandatory.
The problem also is, though, when I think about it, this goes to Sony's long-term issues of, like, again, their worldwide brand is suffering. They're not really doing good in Japan, and this is obviously not a good look again for their worldwide brand. Yes, they're going to be fine in Europe. Yes, they're going to be fine in America. But across the world, like, they're just making dumb move after dumb move.
That's all they care about now, though, right? And to go to Tarek's point, the countries that this affects is probably so small in comparison to America and Europe and even Japan. They probably like, fuck them niggas.
One of the countries on that list is Sudan. You know, they can't even get internet connection right there anymore. Like, dog, like a lot of these places, they're just. I'm not saying it don't matter. I'm just saying in the grand scheme of things, business wise, they're
to their business. It don't matter to them.
Like if this was like, okay, say the UK for some odd reason couldn't have access to this game. They're like, shit, this is dumb. But not Namibia or fucking Croatia. I mean, come on, dog. Do y'all really give a fuck? Do y'all personally really give a fuck? Y'all don't. So
but here's the thing. In the past, I definitely agree with you. But now in the age of digital, where anybody could just download a digital copy of a game, you keep
internet for that shit, though.
I'm saying you're making a bad look across the world, man. Like,
it just looks bad, man.
That's true.
Yeah.
Like, who's to say these countries might not always be poor? I mean, look at America right now. We're fucking poor.
I saw somebody bring up Ukraine with this situation, but didn't they ban buying games on Ukraine? Yeah, they blocked PSN from Ukraine, didn't they? I don't think you can buy nothing over their own place. I don't know.
As far as
who's playing games in Ukraine right now? If you're of age,
it's rough over there, man. It's rough over there, man.
If you're 18 or above right there, you're fighting for your life. If you're a girl over there, you're in another country on OnlyFans or in the club shaking your ass. But right now, you don't have you don't got time to play games in Ukraine right now.
That's true. That's true.
It might. I don't know why they're banned in Ukraine, but hell, the Ukraine government might have banned it. They don't need you playing Helldivers.
It happened when that war popped off. It was like GT set.
Exactly, because they don't need you playing Helldivers in a video game. They need you playing Helldivers in real life.
In Russia, even like,
damn, man.
In Russia, ban video games too.
They probably did.
I don't remember. No, remember a lot of
here getting eagled and orbital airstruck and everything.
This nigga butt going crazy.
Playing real life Helldivers.
Nigga ain't trying to call it no stratagems, man. You going crazy?
I mean, look, you've seen the videos of them getting owned by drones and things like that.
Can we not say owned people's lives? As far as
what the fuck?
As far as what Sony, I think Sony is gonna do. They usually don't go back on anything that they decide. Usually the backlash has been pretty strong. I think they do address it somehow. But I wouldn't bet on them, doing a 180. But I do think they try to like mitigate it and they address it somehow. I'm not exactly.
They might do the
sure
going forward like they did with Horizon. Like they like being a free upgrade, and then they was like, be free, but going forward, it is what it is.
I think they definitely release a statement.
Here's also the problem, though. If the PC gamers get their win and get their way, Sony can never fuck with them again. Once you acquiesce to terrorists, it's on forever.
Yeah, basically the PC community, we play by different rules than the console community we play by.
You mean the rules where y'all buy $70 games when y'all said you weren't gonna do it?
I'm buying them. I'm not buying them. I'm not making obstacles.
He's saying your brethren did it. Your brethren.
Your brethren definitely did. Remember that Call of Duty shit? Y'all, not everyone. And the thing is, the vocal minorities on Twitter. Remember, Twitter's a really small section of the world. It's not reflective of what they're talking. Most PC gamers probably don't even they're probably not even gonna give a fuck. Oh, I'm gonna sign in. It's the few. It's like our community. People think our community is louder than it is, or it actually does more. We're just so small, and we're in an echo chamber. So a lot of the voices in here sound a lot louder than they actually are. In the grand scheme of things, the player count hasn't really changed too much. I don't really think it's gonna really change anything for them. See, the player count dropped to like 10,000 or some crazy.
We'll find, like BG said earlier, or it was a bond. We'll find out when them dates come. I think it's June the 4th.
If the dates come and that shit's still peaking around 150.
I mean, we don't know. I mean, we don't, but then again, we don't know what's gonna happen from today going forward. Tomorrow they might say,
we don't know. But I'm saying that I don't think most people really going to work every day, like not grums, staying online all fucking day and shit.
That is his job, man. Don't make fun of that, man. That's his job.
He's getting hung. Oh, sorry.
Somebody just tweeted me a white bond. What is this, bro? I'm not sure this in the DMs.
Now, you know what? I don't know why, but I am looking extra light skinned today on my camera.
Hold on, Bond. They just posted a white version of you on Twitter, bro. Check that out.
I think. I think the facts are, Sony, fucked up with how they handle this, and PC gamers are absolutely autistic, weird babies. I think both are true.
You trying to get canceled, BG? They gonna be on your ass.
Never mind.
They gonna be on your ass.
Listen. What else do you call people who do the same thing and without change, and if change happens, they throw a temper tantrum?
I call them adults, BG.
You call them people on the spectrum, people who are autistic.
PC gamers, I stand with y'all.
Like I said, the community manager told them to do it, and they did it, and now you have a problem.
No, they were doing it already, but so he told them. Yeah, they were doing it already, but he's told them, listen, go voice your opinion, because he actually wants.
They did.
Yeah,
okay,
cool.
But somehow BG has a problem with that.
I'm saying no. What I'm saying, I have a problem with them. Not about the Steam. I don't care what you do on Steam. The fact that you're bothered by signing in because it's a small change, that makes you autistic. I'm sorry.
Hey, BG, you know what's funny about that? You said weird autistic babies, right? Somebody in the comment section like, why we gotta be babies though? That's what he had a problem.
Not the autistic part, right?
You called them weird and autistic. He be like, that's cool, my nigga, but why I gotta be a baby, my nigga? I'm not
like when Drake was addressing the shit. He said, "Oh, I have a daughter," and he forgot about everything else.
Yeah, he just left. That shit funny.
Because I think when you look at it, bro, most of the things that cause outrage, and from any year on any platform, I think you can look back at them and say, bro, 90% of this was bullshit. 90% of like things that people overreact to. It's like, bro, I can't believe this was a discourse, because people overreact to things. So that people always accuse me of being pro corporation, bro. I don't care about the corporation, but I'm not just gonna side with the consumer, because the consumer is dumb a lot of the time. If you work in retail, people who work in retail will tell you, bro, a lot of motherfuckers that walk in here are dumb as fuck. They'll tell you that. The customer's always right. No, the customer be dumb as fuck.
The average human is pretty stupid. I mean, let's just be honest about life for a minute.
It's facts, bro. Talk to somebody who works in retail about their experiences with humans. They'll tell you something about humans, bro.
If you talk to like 100 people, 70 of them are gonna be like fucking stupid. Then the other 30 will be like, I could chill with this person.
Which is funny because work at like his job, he always talks about how people walk in and how stupid they are, and I believe it. Like, no, it's just people are just, average person you talk to probably ain't the smartest person. I mean, or on average. You're not really talking to like bright, especially in America. You're not talking to bright people, dog. You're talking to people.
Well, hold on. How come smart people just can't have ridiculous standards?
I call them autistic too. That's usually what it is.
Hold on.
That's a strong word to use,
Hold on. Let's roll. Did you hear what BG just said? He just called women autistic.
Oh wow, that's crazy. Hey, your wife gonna hear about this, BG. She downstairs. She gonna hear about this, brother.
Because that's what's that other condition, right? Where that people
Asperger's
or they have to do something like 3-4 times.
OCD.
Oh yeah, like extreme OCD. There's another one.
I feel like I got OCD.
There's another one, like they got to step on this 3 times, and if you don't let them step on it 3 times, they literally have a mental breakdown. Yeah. Yeah, they'll literally have a breakdown.
Yeah, never mind. I'm not going to poke at people's conditions.
It is called OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder, isn't
Yes.
it?
Yeah.
So
I feel like I got mild OCD, bro.
Now,
So
yo,
it's
when
like
I
a
used
geek.
to point this stuff out in the gaming community, remember people got mad at me. So I'm expecting y'all to receive.
Oh no, that's
full
all
rate.
BG. That's all BG calling people that shit.
You know what's funny?
They like BG. Remember that? They like
Y'all
BG.
do that gamer union shit. I feel like this is what this kind of sounds like.
Oh, when that old guy that said he couldn't sleep because of me?
A Hood?
No, Lon Baron, or whatever. Is he still alive? The truth set me free.
Yeah,
that.
didn't Truth set you free? You want to start the gaming union? Is it that him?
Yep.
Oh my god, this
What
sound
that
like.
nigga living in a mobile home? He trying to start a union on? Hey, come on, bro. You bugging,
I
bro.
wonder what he's doing nowadays.
I don't know.
I used to like his videos. He was cool. He was funny.
It's time for the next topic now, though. I think we've exhausted this one.
PC gamers, y'all are a freaking weird bunch, bro. That's
but
BG, the feeling's mutual, man. Feeling's mutual.
I'm
Hey,
saying
man.
sometimes
Catch you on the flip
PC
side.
gaming, BG, their actions can be used for good.
They can. They're. I think they're
a perfect example. I'd be using Smooth's, powers for good.
Yeah.
If they want to get this shit changed, though, this is the perfect opportunity. Because if they let this fly, it's over.
It's a wrap.
This is their best chance to get to put up a fight.
Unfortunately, BG, that's why PC gamers are so stubborn. They realize that if you don't win in the first round, you never win later.
Yeah. Hey, listen, I respect y'all commitment. Salute. I don't got that type of commitment. I'm not letting nothing is going to stop me from playing a game I want to play. I don't care what the company does. Like,
what happens if they made you put your own personal identification, social, and driver's license into the machine?
Well, I'm compromised then. I can't do that. I'm compromising my information. But like, short of anything like that can actually harm me, like, bro, I'm not. Bro, remember we had the conversation. We asked each other if your favorite developer, like if Todd Howard came out and said, "Listen, I don't like blacks." You think these people about to stop playing Fallout and Starfield and all these games?
Yeah.
Would you smooth?
Because you know why? Because the guy on Battlefield said, if you don't like it, don't buy it. What happened? Battlefield ain't ever been the same since.
Yeah, I don't think most of especially these PC games. I don't think most of these PC gamers will stop playing. See, they act like they
don't like
care.
blacks. I mean,
they act like they care about the fellow gamer, right? Well, hey, buddy. Todd Howard just said he don't like blacks. Can you not buy the next Elder Scroll from me? Whoa, pal. You're asking for dig? I'll be like, pal, you're asking for too much. I gotta buy the next Elder Scroll, pal. Come on.
You know what's funny about that, BG? A lot of PC gamers, they for every man, right? Let you have a PC problem and go to the internet to try to fix it. They gonna roast and toast your motherfucker.
They used to be helpful, but now they freaking roast you.
They're like, what the fuck, you retarded, brother? You don't know how to use a fucking EX. You dumb. God damn, nigga.
Yeah, you know what's
the scissors, my nigga. Shit.
Now I think about it. Every time I have a PC problem and I call someone, the conversation always starts with a giggle.
Bro,
like,
they be
condescending.
Yeah, I'm like, what the?
Yeah.
You know what? You know what's crazy? Ironically, one person I will say is you. Oh no, it's he don't never. But them other niggas, bro. You better not have no problem on their PC, bro. This user error, bro. It's always your
They
fault.
only help you in a way that they want to be helped. So basically, if you need help, watch my video. There's no hands-on.
Oh yeah.
Did you check out my 7-minute tutorial? Get the fuck, man. How you fix this shit, man?
PC gamers. God.
Love them or hate them, they're a necessary evil.
Yeah, what are we gonna do with y'all, man?
They are a necessary evil, though. You have to admit it.
Yeah. That's why I'm just a
fans necessary, Bond.
What's up?
Really, Blandrew?
Necessary.
Really, Blandrew?
I can't. What is he saying? I can't hear him. Keep cutting him off.
Are Xbox fans necessary?
No,
because they don't contribute to anything. They don't buy games.
Damn.
I mean, seriously, like, what are Xbox fans doing? They're freaking on the corner holding out a cup saying, "Can I get a donation?"
Oh no.
Would it be fair to say that black PC gamers are coons? I've never.
Hey, whatever you want to say, man. Go ahead. It's a free country. What'd you say?
Smooth, don't you have a gaming PC?
Yeah, but I'm not a PC gamer.
We're console gamers with that play on PC. There's a difference.
Stop. If you have a gaming PC, you're a PC gamer.
No, that's not true at all.
Yes, it is.
That is not true at all.
Depending on who you ask, man. Depending on who you ask.
Hold on. You may not be one of those PC gamers, and neither am I. But if you have, you can't say, "Oh, I play my PlayStation 5, but I'm not a PlayStation gamer." That wouldn't make any sense.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah, we like there's the church of PC, right? That the religion and the beliefs that PC gamers subscribe to. Yeah, we like people like me, Blaze, Kofi. Even though we have stronger rigs than all these other PC gamers, and we play on our PC more than our consoles, we're console gamers just having the experience on PC. The rest of these dudes, like, oh no, it's Alex. Oh yeah, he's the pastor at the PC church preaching all that nonsense. So there's a difference between us. Yeah,
I've been saying for the longest, BG, I'm not part of this whole new age PC gamer thing. Yeah. I don't like them. I think they're frauds. I think they're fakes. I think they're pretentious, and I don't want anything to do with them.
What's the dark slogan, BG?
There's levels to this?
Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you know, Nintendo gamers went through that same thing generations ago. You had the pretendos, remember? The people that said that they banged for Nintendo the hardest, but they really didn't want what was best for Nintendo and what was best for gamers moving forward. They would defend every stupid decision that Nintendo makes, instead of actually wanting good decisions from Nintendo that would be more beneficial for them and more beneficial to Nintendo moving forward.
I think
we don't need third parties. Y'all remember?
I definitely remember
that. Yeah.
You said third parties. That's what they
used to call them.
Ms. T and all them other mamas. Twilight Nights and all them niggas.
Yeah.
Oh, why?
Yeah.
That is a Friday Night third party. I can fuck with it. It's just, it was stupid though.
The other thing
we don't need Operation Rainfall. The Wii's good enough, even though the Wii had no releases.
The other thing about PC gamers, man, we talk about them a lot, but they're just like such interesting specimens with the way they act and behave in the wild, right? They act, because PC gamers are interesting because they act like they're so like intellectually elevated over everybody else. They truly think that.
I mean, they are, but what's the worst kind of smart person? A dumbass smart person.
Yeah, that thinks they're just
nothing is more annoying than a person of intelligence that acts like a dumbass.
And what did I say on Twitter, Jack? PC gamers want 100 choices just to hate 99.
Ooh, hey, that was a fucking bar, dog. I was like, I made it like, ooh, damn. Okay.
I ain't never seen a group and a fan base that has so many choices and literally shits on everything except
I don't
one.
want none of them motherfuckers.
Jack, is BG talking about PC gamers or women right now?
Oh, man.
Hey,
man.
This man's spitting bars.
You know how they go.
Epic Game Store, the EA launcher, Ubisoft launcher. Oh, it all sucks. You know
what's crazy about the whole Epic Game Store? Niggas was really complaining about getting free games.
Yeah.
They were literally saying, I would rather pirate something on the Epic Game Store when the Epic Game Store is giving away free like, can you imagine? Like, I might not be a fan of something, right? But if it's given to me for free, I'm not gonna hate on it.
Even when it comes to like, I feel like certain PC parts, they hate most of them.
Like, BG, what's a food you think is kind of mid that you probably wouldn't buy with your own money?
Whoa.
I love seafood. I'm not the biggest fan of it's shrimp with the white sauce. What is that shit called?
Alfredo?
Yeah, I don't like shrimp Alfredo. Yeah, I don't like that.
But I'm saying, like, if somebody brought it to you and it was free, you wouldn't spend your money on it, but you probably eat it.
I could tolerate. Yeah, I could tolerate something I don't like. Yeah,
but like, PC gamers like complaining about free. Like, this company came in giving free games, and they were like, "We don't want free games because that might set a bad precedent for Valve."
They might give us some free shit too.
I know.
They crazy, man. Hey, they crazy, bro.
Like, unfortunately, the reality is for better or for worse, we do need PC gamers because at times we do need them to fight the fight. It's just unfortunately some of the fights they fight aren't worth fighting for.
Can't live without them.
I'm convinced them niggas is aliens, bro.
I mean, it's just like how we said earlier. Like, we need white people to fight for us sometimes, but they only want to fight for us on things they feel we're offended about when we're not offended.
Yep.
And then when we really need them to fight for us, and they're like, "No, we don't want to fight for you." That's
like somewhere playing pickleball. You don't know where the fuck they be at. Like, God damn.
You got it good enough, pal.
Shit crazy, bro.
Yeah, man, they're an interesting bunch for real.
You called them specimens.
That's a wild show, dog.
Yeah. I got so much I could break down about the PC gamer, bro, because I watched these things. Like,
can you do like you need to do like an extensive breakdown on your channel. I tap in for that.
I watch PC gamers and the behavior like Animal Planet, bro. Literally like it's Animal Planet, and just see that their quirks and their behavior, and they're just dog.
Ooh, what kind of quirks do they have? Kind of like they shoot fire, or like power up and shoot like ice, like My Hero.
Man,
they probably think they can. I mean, shit. Let them tell it.
Yeah, you know. Well,
you really need to get that. You need to get that super chat bot on here, man.
Yeah. Let me read some super chats, by the way. Let me read the rest of these. Oh man, I gotta. Where did I stop?
Damn, Tick say that's bait. He just wants somebody to show up. Damn, pop in. Damn.
I'm trying to get into the After Dark and see the fireworks next. I know Tony in there writing bars like he about to roast Drake.
Moot Gaming, thank you for the $10 super chat. Ryan, since 2019, SE has put out 69 games, 59 on PlayStation, 59 on PC, 54 on Switch, and 25 on Xbox. We know those 25 games flopped. Xbox ain't changing their fortunes.
Uh-oh.
Okay, he's talking about Square Enix.
They did the research.
Perry K95. Any of you guys sign up for the Marvel Rivals closed alpha on the 10th? Not for everyone, but there's no new multiplayer games I can think of coming soon. That's that Marvel Overwatch game, right? No, I didn't.
Bro, that joint looked just like Overwatch, bro. Like, Jesus,
no,
bro.
I didn't sign up for it. LMC Figs. Square Enix needs to stop making PlayStation exclusives until Sony gets their shit together in Japan. Smooth is still wrong, though. Even when you're right, you're wrong, Smooth. Hate to see it. Cobb Sanity. No more sponsorship now, BG. Just kidding. LOL. Hey, man, if y'all don't want no sponsorships, y'all know what to do.
Yeah.
Replace the money.
Hey man, use them. Give them sponsorship codes again, BG. Tap in with us, bro.
Oh yeah, definitely. Sign up for Prize Picks. Link is in the description for that. Use promo code WEAPON. Prize Picks is very simple and easy, man.
Hey, and Manscaped. What's the Manscaped joint?
Manscaped is BGHDR. Use that promo code. Get to shaving. Get trimming.
Get to shaving.
Hey,
get the stepping. Get the shaving.
Yeah.
Hey man, tap in. Description box.
Donovan Tattoos never go budget. I'm in my third build in 3 years and finally got the build I wanted from the start. Man, had to do it 3 times to get it right. Relax Paul Gaming RPG. I think the topic about PC gaming is nuanced. It depends on what people are willing to spend. There's more to PC gaming than the graphics, even though that's a big reason. And my
CPU is 5 years old right now, and I'm still playing like Helldivers in 4K.
Yeah, and it's like, why do they always think when you want stronger hardware, why do they always assume it's just for the graphics? That's not the case. I want more frames too. That's a lot of the times. Like that's the case. I want more frames too. But okay. Bless Red. It depends on what they want to target. Sure, brother.
Oh, he was talking to you.
Yeah. Don't listen to Bless Red if you're buying a PC. Don't ask him anything.
Wow.
Come to somebody like me who's gonna give you good advice.
I do have, somebody was mentioning the other day, somebody was mentioning the Bless Red BG debate on Twitter, and somebody brought up that Bless Red buys like $1,200 headphones. But he's like, so I don't know, Bless Red, you might want to, you do get the top of the line, you want them top of the line niggas. So it's like, it's, I don't know, Bless Red, you gotta, let's talk about it.
I've seen him. When it comes to audio, he's literally put up a whole stack. I've seen it.
Hey, he go crazy for them headphones, man. He definitely
but want to tell somebody to go budgeters, man. Stop it.
maybe he accounting for the headphones they got to buy. He gonna tell them to get the fucking $2,000 headphone, but you got to get that pizza box PC, my boy.
See, well, like I said, PC gamers are gonna give you the advice that they believe. I'm gonna give you the advice that's best for you.
Go steal a pirated copy of Windows 7.
Yeah. Bless Red also said, Donovan Tattoos. PC gamers love to micromanage everyone like a rig. They do.
You're not wrong about that.
They
want you to do things their way, even though it's supposed to be an open-ended, free, do it yourself, however you want it thing.
They want to mold you.
This way? Oh, you're doing it that way?
Yeah. They want to mold you to be like them. That's what they're doing when they telling you to go budget. Because here's the thing, right? They're somebody with a stronger. I don't know what card does Bless Red have also, but it's usually the ones that don't have anything better. They're gonna tell you they don't want you to get anything better than what they have, which is funny. Like, why is it that you're only giving people advice so they can't have better than you? That seems a little bit selfish, and it's like you don't want nobody to have nothing better than you. That's kind of fucked up.
You know what's also crazy? Like, I run moderate rigs. I mean, like, you know, when I upgrade, I go balls to the wall, but then I ride it out to the next upgrade. People used to hate on me. Oh, you got twin 560 Ti's. Oh, you got a 980 Ti. Oh, you got 3080. But like, I never have any problems. These people that are upgrading all the time have problems. They're like, oh, you have this. You can't run it that way. Actually, I can. Again, I get 4K 60 plus at Helldivers on a 5-year-old CPU. No issues.
What's your build again? Don't you got like a
3700X, 32 gigs of RAM, RTX 3080?
Yeah,
I mean, that's really all you need. Like, if you have a 3080, there's really no point to upgrade or rush or anything. Like, a 3080 can do everything you want it to do unless you're trying to play like 4K max.
So Bless Red has a 4090. So great. So you agree with me that telling somebody to play at 1080p in 2024 is insane. Thank you for agreeing with me. Because somebody who has a 4090 definitely would not tell somebody else to play at 1080p. I don't care what their target is. You're not telling them to play at 1080p. Thank you, sir, for agreeing with me. Love you to death, Blessed. He also said, BG, you cannot know what someone needs hardware-wise without knowing what they want, what games they play, and what resolution FPS to target, dummy. Bless Red, let me tell you, I don't give a fuck about nothing you just said. Nothing. I'm gonna tell that person, you're not gonna play at no 1080p. I'm not telling them that. I'm gonna tell them, I'm going to tell them what to do because I know what's best for them. Yes, that's what I'm saying. I know what's best for them. They don't. I said what I said. Forget it, Brian. Most PC gamers play FPS, and PS5 has indies at 30 FPS. Yeah. Magnificent Gaming. Jiggy Battle League set it up. I think he was talking about Tarek and Tony. 10th gen.
Wait to see this Tarek Tony thing.
10th gen. He just donated $10. Thank you. War Machine Guy, what about Days Gone sales? Did they leak it? That's on there somewhere. But once again, those are only digital sales. I think we got confirmation the game sold like 10 million. I'm pretty sure we know that. Took a while to get there, but yeah.
Excuse me.
Subaru. Weapon Wheel podcast, some B words. Tweet has been deleted. We the D-eaters, but you can't stand on what you say, just like Nevermind. Shout out to NewYokio.
What? We the D eaters, the DEI eaters?
Tony tweeted that, then deleted it later.
Oh. Okay. Ryan, PC gamers a bunch of weirdos. They're review bombing all PlayStation games on Steam right now due to this Helldivers nonsense. Yep. Bionic Boner Boy. Someone check on Red Pegged. BBL Drizzy going out bad. Oh man. Bionic Boner Boy. People said Bond looked like Drake. I believe them now because Bond liked them. Whoa. Ooh.
Yeah, don't read that one.
Ooh. Says the N-word the same way too.
No, they use the hard R. I use the hard Z.
Yeah, y'all gotta chill with these accusations y'all be putting on people's jacket, man. DBJ, console dudes don't stand for anything, so they fall for everything. Also, y'all gotta act like y'all fighting for civil rights. That's PC gamers always act like they fighting for civil rights. It's like, bro, it don't even be that serious. That's GT Bot though. I stand with my homies in Kyrgyzstan. Relax Paul Gaming. BG will allow a small discomfort to keep happening until it becomes unavoidable and oppressed, then decides things have gone too far when it's too late to do anything positive about it. I guess. Rich from the 401. BG, you are hiding a child. I am not Drake. I'm not hiding anything.
BG just come back. I'm a dad.
Living legend. Big Willie's lawn care. Trimming bush since 1969. Hashtag Manscaped. What's up, WWP? What's up, man? And last one, Relax Paul Gaming. BG, if you saying you know what's best for them and demanding for someone to play at certain resolution, certain hardware, or whatever, doesn't that make you the same thing you're saying about PC gamers? No. Because
he's just saying play above 1080p. You don't care beyond that.
Because PC gamers are giving them less options. I'm giving them more options. See, when you tell somebody to target 1080p, they're limited to 1080p and below and whatever freaking settings that they can run at 1080p. I'm going to tell you to target something higher. So now you have the options for that higher resolution, all those settings that you can turn on, and everything below it. So I'm more of a freedom fighter than PC gamers think they are.
Fighter. Can we get a new Freedom Fighters? I would like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good game.
All right.
2004, 2005, right?
It was definitely sometime I was late high school, early college.
We are done.
Ooh. New Nick Briz video came out.
We are done. It's time to get out of here. Chat, I appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all coming through. Appreciate y'all support, man. Another episode done in the books.
Y'all better tap into the After Dark.
And Jack, you Tony mad at us? Is he mad at us still, or I don't know who he mad at, but Bless Red said, "Shut up, BG." Shout out to Alex from Digital Foundry.
Yeah, you got to tell him to pull up. I think he said he's not coming, bro.
No.
Of course he's not coming because he know he's about to get smoked.
Oh shit!
Is he mad because we disconnected him? I disconnected both of them. I had to disconnect everybody.
No idea.
I mean, Jack, here, check this pic out in the general chat. Here's a good representation. I'm about to say the Arrowhead racist now. How come only South Africa can play that shit?
Oh shit!
How come?
They got their whole shit off the map, huh? That's crazy.
Only the white part of Africa can play Helldivers now.
Wowzers. Well, chat, it has been real. We will catch y'all next week. This is Weapon Wheel Podcast. Signing off.
Oh, we even get through our outros.
Let's not. Yeah.
Just end it. It's cool.
Yeah.
No. What? Right.
Plenty of tried and plenty of failed. You can run and hide, but you can't dodge what's in my weapon well. Name another pot that's big or small, I'm contesting it still. Name another spot or any section, I'm king of the hill. Name another squad that wanna test it, I'm beating them still. Bye. No, you can't dodge what's in my weapon well. Name another pot that's big or small, I'm contesting it still. Name another spot or any section, I'm king of the hill. Right. I know my bro King got me, see that's a black bond that can't be broken. No Idris Alba, I'm a black bond, aiming a scope and all black panel. You can never try playing us token. Yeah, we playing games, but now one of us playing or joking. Not at all. Oh wait, then Jack Move came in with the trophies, God in a lane of its own. Like how can you gamers approach me? Tell kids move to body you in Halo, then sing your family an angel emoji. You should've known, dog, you ain't got enough Series X's. Blind got all the answers, no, you ain't gotta ask Siri questions. All the latest gaming news gotta be here to check it. Since 2015 and beyond, I'm just here to respect it. When you at the top of your tier, it's a blessing. From the bottom, so no way we appear to be desperate. This for anybody doubting, I'm clearing a message. And if you ever had a problem, I'm here to correct. Plenty of fail. You can run and hide, but you can't dodge what's in my weapon well. Name another pot that's big or small, I'm contesting it still. Name another spot or any section, I'm king of the hill. Name another squad that wanna test it, I'm beating them still. No, you can't dodge what's in my weapon well. Name another pot that's big or small, I'm contesting it still. Name another spot or any section, I'm king of the hill. Right. I know what it is, man. Weapon Will Podcast, y'all know what we got in the building, man. We got BG. We got Kid Smooth, we got Jack Move, we got Black Bond, I mean. Blandrew, I mean, what you can't out strafe us, bro. Like, the strafe too strong.